Welcome to the Samwell B12 Experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
You're watching Samwell Experience.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a late one tonight, but we got the Maple Leafs, the Kraken coming at you. So I hope you have your coffee. I hope you have your caffeine. This is going to be a party, another big game because pictures are changing, stand-ins are changing, and we're about to get in it. Gary, what's going on? Welcome in. Theo, Sam Eagle. Theo, I have to thank you so very much. You know why. So thank you. I am in awe. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, my friend. Theo, Sam Eagle. Welcome in. Davey Boy, Phil, Ulysses. What's up, Todd? Good to see you. Craig, how's it going? Prep, welcome in. Too late for me. I appreciate it, Prep. I might be right there with you. Hayden, what's going on? Charlie, hello. Morgan, what's up? Aaron, what's shaking? Scott, welcome. Mr. Benjamin. Matthew, how's it going? Welcome in to the show. Dan, good to see you. Jesse, Darcy, welcome in one and all. Cottaging, how's it going? Richard, good evening. Man, Richard, our regular games are late for you. Richard, you're burning that candle, my friend. This is a super late one for you. But this is going to be a big one because guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It is the one and only Anthony Stolarz is back between the pipes tonight for the blue and white. Finally, Anthony Stolarz. Keep six. What's going on? This is going to be a big one. Here is your Maple Leaf lineup. Matty Nyes is going to be with Austin Matthews and Max Domi. Big Willie Styles, Mr. Trick. William Nylander is going to be with John Tavares, and Mitchie Marner making his return to the lineup. I guess he had an upset stomach or something the other day, but Marner is back in the lineup as well. Bobby McMahon with Holmberg and Nicky Robertson. We got Pacioretty dropping down to the third line with David Kempf and Steven Lorentz. On the D side, it's Jake McCabe with Tanev, Riley with Ekman Larson, Simon Benoit with Philip Myers, and I like this pairing a lot. Myers and Benoit, the punishing duo, the Bash brothers, and of course, like we said, Stolarz back between the pipes is absolutely huge, and I'm looking forward to that one. On to the Kraken, which, by the way, as you're coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Even if you're coming in on the replay, hit that thumbs up for us. B. Disney, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, for the Kraken, Jaden Schwartz with Matty Beniers and Capo Kako. Noah, what's going on? Prepare for a loss. Noah, I was looking for you the other day when your Knicks wiped the floor with my Raptors, just like you predicted. So you called it, man. Knicks own the Raptors. Vajesus, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope it's the under. I think it might be the over tonight, to be honest with you. But okay, let's get back to it. Schwartz with Beniers, Capo Caco, Tolavainen with Stevenson and Bjorkstrand. We got McCann with Shane Wright and Andre Burakovsky. Ty Cartier, which I love that name, Cartier with Stevens and the other Tanev. Then on the D side, Dunn with Larson, Olasek with Brandon Montour. I like Montour so much. Josh Mara, Cale Fleury, and Joey Decord getting that start. We only won by 6. Yeah, Noah, you did, but you guys dominated. I mean, we did not play very, very good. Void, what's going on? Void, it's going to be a late one, that is for sure. For sure. So we got some good lineups. If you're not familiar with the Seattle Kraken, the hot hands right now, Shane Wright, 6 points in his last 5 games. Tolavainen, 3 goals in his last 5, and Jared McCann has 4 goals in his last 5. Jared McCann was a Maple Leaf at one point. Yeah, Scotty is. I'm excited. I was a big fan of Montour when he was on the Panthers. I was hoping he was coming to Toronto, but that didn't pan out. Jared McCann was a Maple Leaf, and we decided to protect someone else instead who's no longer on the Maple Leaf team, and Jared McCann got scooped up in the expansion draft. So I would have preferred us protect McCann. He's been awesome for the Kraken. No, I don't really stream basketball. Raptors have been tough to watch. So we will, a little bit closer to playoffs, we'll probably do a little b-ball. They can definitely, yeah, they're getting better, but they've struggled at times. Blended, what's going on? Welcome in. What time is it for me right now? It is 10:04 Eastern time. So that is going to be it's going to be a late one. How's the weather treating you? Weather here, it's not bad. It was a little snowy, some freezing drizzle earlier today, but it's not so bad. Leafs wouldn't have been able to afford me. That's true, Blended. That's a valid point. But I would have preferred him over Alex Kerfoot. I'm just saying. These two teams, boy, oh boy, on the power play, Toronto's got it, 11th in the league. They moved up a couple more ticks, almost in that top 10, which is awesome. The Kraken, on the other hand, 25th in the league. On the penalty kill, Toronto 15th, Seattle 22nd. In the face-off circle, Toronto is now 5th, and the Kraken 24th. Goals for, Leafs are 11th, Seattle 14th. Goals against, Toronto 13th, Seattle 24th. On paper, Toronto should take this game. They protected Kerfoot. Yeah, 2 all-stars blended. 2 all-stars. My goodness, those names just make me gag a little bit. Teresa, what's going on? Welcome in. Good evening. Welcome to the show. And again, make sure as you're coming in, smash that thumbs up button for us. Hit that like. It's free to do, and it helps us out tremendously. Marshall, what's good? Swedish Rob, welcome to the party. All right, Maple Leafs in their last 10 games, they are 5-5. Back-to-back wins coming over Calgary and Edmonton, and then some losses to Minnesota, Ottawa, and Columbus. The Kraken, on the other hand, 4-5-1, back-to-back losses against Detroit and Calgary. Actually, their only win in the last 5 games came over the San Jose Sharks. So Toronto should be taking this game. Toronto's been scoring a lot of goals. All of a sudden, in the last 2 games against Edmonton and Calgary, they remembered how to score. So this one, I expect to be a high-scoring game. I'm taking the over, 5.5. I'm taking the over. I think this is going to be a big one. Unfortunately, mid-teams usually pay the Leafs very well. That they do. They absolutely do. Thank you for shooting the game. I can't watch on my TV because, no worries, Cotting. Just make sure you get that studying done. Studying is super important. Kako has been balling. You know, Capo Kako, one of those players that, you know, he at times looked like he had a lot of potential in the Rangers and then disappeared. And I still believe, you know, I have to believe in Capo Kako. Glenn, what's going on? That's right. Smash that button. Thank you, Glenn. Welcome in, everybody. Now, the last time these two teams met, it was way back in October, and Toronto took that game. They won 4-1. The referees for tonight, oh, they took them off my screen. Get them back. The referees for tonight, Kyle Raymond, Carter Sandlak, and the linesmen, Brendan Garletz and Jonathan Deschamps. Those are going to be the guys. But more importantly for us, it is going to be Stolarz. Stolarz back in net. He is returning. Will he shake off that rust? Will he play well? I certainly hope so. I'm looking forward to it. Nick, what's going on? 16 away for Ovi. Oh, he's getting closer and closer. Is it just me, or does every goal Ovi score now seem easier and easier? All right, they're getting ready to play. Let's flip this over. No anthems tonight. They're going to skip that, but we're going to get set. Nylander picked up his second career hat trick. Will he get more goals in him? He's trying to catch Draisaitl for that league lead in goals. He's got a lot going for him. This should be an absolute doozy, so welcome in. All right, let me adjust this as the widgets all pop up. We will get them aligned and adjusted. Sammy, your hair is grown. Love it. Swedish Rob, thank you. Yes, I need to get it cut. It's so long, it's out of control. All right, hockey time. Who wants to play? I want to play. Game on. Let's get crazy. Off the draw. Seattle going to win this opening draw. They're going to bring this around. Going to flip it in. Here they into the Toronto zone. A shot. That's going to get blocked and knocked down. I like that they're keeping Domi on that top line. Here's another shot. Stolarz going to steer that one in the corner. Back to the line. There's Seattle working this real quick early in this game. Keeping this one deep in the zone. Leafs trapped early. This isn't a good start. Cross-ice pass. You know, all Stolarz is here, so Toronto feels like it plays sloppy. Matthews overskating the puck. Domi going to pick it up. He's going to give it away. My goodness. Nick, I wasn't planning on it. Justin, what's going on? I wasn't planning on it. There's going to be a million channels streaming the game on for Super Bowl. A lot of them a whole lot more knowledgeable than myself. So I probably will not stream for the Super Bowl. Here's Tavares coming in. Takes a pass from Nylander. Tavares trying to go cross-ice to Marner. Marner to Nylander. Nylander circling around near side. Going to drop this off to Marner. Marner cutting around. Marner and Nylander could produce some magical moments here today. We'll have to see how they play. Right now, they're going to turn this one over in the corner, and it's going to be carried out and down the ice. Seattle putting it right back down, deep in the Leaf corner, trying to come through. You got the Kraken by 5. Oh, my goodness. Here's a quick shot trying to come through. Stolarz is down. He's kind of being interfered with. And I think, are we getting a goalie interference call? Fed up with the Canadian hit. Oh, Richard, I can't stand that. And it started, we saw it in Nashville with the U.S. fans booing the Canadian national anthem. It's so pointless. I know we talked about this the other night. I can't stand booing the anthems. It's so disrespectful on so many levels. Doesn't matter what's going on in the world. That's not what should be happening. But we are getting a penalty. Oh, and it's going to be Morgan Rielly. Rielly going to the box for the hook. He gets the hook on, steering the Seattle player to the front of the net. Not good. Seattle right now out skating Toronto. And Rielly taking a penalty. Going to put the Kraken on the power play. Yeah, Justin, I agree. Absolutely.
But Rielly was strong that night against Calgary.
You don't have to sing it. Just take your hat off and listen to it. There's a time and a place for things, and a hockey game is neither the time nor the place. Kraken setting it up down to the point. Working it up to the half boards, back to the point. Bringing this one across is Brandon Montour. Montour, long shot. Stolarz taking that one off the shoulder. Down to the corner, McCabe fishing at it. It's in his feet. He can't get it. Burakovsky going to fish that around. Tanev going to intercept, and he's going to get this one out and all the way down the ice. Decord taking a look. He's going to leave this one here behind his net. Setting it up, and here comes the Kraken, which, by the way, I'm a big fan. Not so much the dark jerseys of the Kraken, but the light jerseys. They're white jerseys with the blue. Fire. Love those jerseys.
Joey Decord leaves it back. A big story in Seattle this year.
Here's Montour. Montour going to play this across. Trying to bring it up. Marner in on the forecheck. Alexander, what's going on? Welcome in. That's only played the Leafs once. trying to come through. Hello, David and Helena. Welcome in with Alexander. And this is being thrown all the way down the ice again. Leafs doing a nice job here. Seattle's power play 4 for 24 over their last 11 games. Going to bring this up is Beniers. Passing this through. Here comes Seattle. Quick shot. Another stop is going to be steered aside as there's 32 seconds left to go on the power play. Stolarz kind of looks around and says, hey, guys, you want to play some defense? Toronto played really, really good defense the last couple of games. And all of a sudden, the defense right now has kind of dried up. It's kind of disappeared. Burakovsky could play. Yes, he is a good player. I like Burakovsky. Underrated. Seattle winning another draw. Beniers winning it. Here's a shot right on by McCann. And a nice save by Stolarz. Yeah, Justin, Montour is good. You know, I was so close to buying a Montour Panther jersey. I'm kind of glad I didn't now because I would be really angry. Aaron, you got to stop with the "you fool." You can put your comments in, but stop with the "you fool." Off the draw, this coming around. Seattle going to keep this one in. These are usually in bed by now, Hayden. That's right. They're not the only ones. Back to the line. Moving this one across. Vince Dunn is also a very dangerous player. Here's a shot. That one's going to go just wide. Back on the half boards. Capo Caco. Going to bring this across. Feeding it through. In front, McCann can't shoot. Back to the point to McCann. He's going to feather this one across. Here's a shot by Beniers. Think it hit the outside of the post. Going to roll up on Stolarz. He plays that to the side. Power play has expired. We are back at 5-on-5 even strength. Chuck, what's going on? Gordon, welcome in. Matthews back with it. A wild chirp that'll get you knocked out. Here's looking. Tristan, what's going on? Stolarz with the hat trick. First goalie hat trick. Wouldn't that be something? Here comes Seattle again. Fleury going to move this one up. Turned over. Riley going to chip it out. Seattle knocks it right back in. Yeah, Hayden, it's a great hockey name. One of the greats. Andrew, what's shaking? Welcome in. This is going to be dumped in. Robertson try to get a tip on it. Bobby McMahon coming in. He can't get it. This one is cut off by Holmberg. Holmberg over to McMahon. Back to Holmberg. Len, what's going on? Good evening and welcome in, everybody. Side of the net. And we got a takedown. And a Stevenson going to go to the box as Pontus Holmberg gets hauled down. So it's going to be Toronto's turn now. What is your all-time favorite sports name? Cocoa Crisp is a good one. Blended all-time favorite is tough. There's a lot of good ones out there. Right now, I got to tell you, one of the greats, he's a rookie. Ivan. It's the first time I've ever seen a player who has the same first name, last name. That's one that stands out for me right now. Ivan. All right, here we go. Toronto on the power play. They've been good at it. Back to the line. Matthews. No defense. So it's all 5 forwards. Matthews to Willie. Nylander here. Would like to sleep. What's going on? Ready for the night shift. Over to Marner. Marner kind of bobbles it. Has to recover. Back to the line to Matthews. Nye's in front of the net. Here's Marner at the top. Still walking. Going to get it to Nylander. No shots. They've gone 25 seconds. Back to the line. Nylander waiting. Now they're going to feed it to Matthews. He curls, he shoots, and puts that one wide. Matthews still looking for his 100th power play goal. Now it comes over to Matthews. He shoots again. That one goes wide the other side. Nylander to Marner. Marner, a little pass to Matthews. To Marner, and his shot is blocked. And Seattle going to get this and clear this one all the way down the ice. My buddy's in Colorado fan. I too. Kind of, that's all right. I like that. Marner can't hold it in. This is going to come out over the line. 1 minute is gone. Tavares comes on now. Coming around side of the net. Nye's trying to intercept. And again, Seattle is going to clear. The rest of the squad is going to change up. Here comes Morgan Riley. Riley going to carry this one ahead. Toronto 7 for 21 in 7 games versus the Kraken on the power play. Bobby McMahon feeding this to Domi. Domi sending it in front. Can't connect. Ekman Larson picking it up. He's got Pacioretty at the side of the net. Back to Riley. Domi there as well. Bobby McMahon coming to the high slot. Here's Riley looking, going to give it to Domi. Domi to the top of the faceoff circle. He shoots. It's blocked. Rebound. Domi shoots and he misses the net. Hey, Victoria, what's going on? Pacioretty, and he's going to steal it. Gets it to McMahon. Putting this one back to the point. Riley going to feed it over. Here's a blast from the point. That one is blocked. Ekman Larson back to scoop it up. He's going to feed it over to Domi. Domi to the line. 5 seconds left in the power play. Riley across. Here's a slap pass. That one goes way wide. Riley wants it back. He gets it. He tries to feed it across for Pacioretty on the far side. Couldn't connect. Power play is over. Toronto still with possession. A shot right on by Pacioretty. And a nice save by Decord. They're going to go to commercial break. Good puck movement. Not enough shots, though, on that power play by Toronto. Too much passing. No great shots. Got to get more shots on net. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. I know it's a late night. We really appreciate y'all being here. So welcome in. Again, as you're coming in, smash that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. Hit that share. Share us out. Drop us on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Reddit. Let your hockey groups know. Hey, come on in. Check us out and join the conversation. OEL, he's okay. He's doing all right. I know he got knocked out of the game a couple of days ago, but he came back. He's doing A-okay. Henry, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Go Leafs go. Need to get this one going. Oh, yeah. And hit that subscribe if you haven't hit that subscribe already. We want you to be part of our hockey community and join us all season long. Coming up very, very, very soon, 6 days from today, the Four Nations Cup gets underway. Canada, U.S., Finland, Sweden. That is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm excited for it. I know it's just a taste of international hockey. Talking about international hockey, the IIHF has made a ruling for the upcoming season. They will not reinstate Team Russia or Belarus. So it's Russia and Belarus not reinstated for this upcoming year, which means they will not be in the World Juniors or the international tournaments. They did say they are going to reevaluate in regards to the Olympics. So in regards to the Olympics coming up, maybe we will get them back reinstated. So time will tell. That news just came out the other day. Brandon, how's it going? Welcome in. Canucks have every Pettersson. I know, that's awesome. There's one more. There's a goaltender Pettersson that's out there. It would be wild if they picked him up. Books, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, they're just coming back from commercial break. Leafs having a little bit of a conversation here, trying to get things sorted out, get things organized. Darce was shaken. How the Leafs doing so far? A little slow out of the gate. They had to kill off a penalty, which they did. Their power play did not look great, but let's see how they do here. We need the Tanev brothers. I would be okay. Bring the other one over. Our Tanev back to get it. Going to send this one around. Wouldn't it be funny if Brendan Tanev steps up on his brother? The two brothers collide. Toronto stuck in their own zone. Tanev over to McCabe. McCabe going to push this one across. Toronto through the neutral zone. And here comes Nylander in with a shot. That one goes just wide. I read that Team Canada coach did not decide to include Logan Thompson on the team because his bad experience. Interesting. Oh, they score. I missed it reading Keep Six's comment. And it's going to be Philip Myers. First goal since November of 2022 for Philip Myers. See what happens when the defense shoot? A shot from a D-man and a goal from a D-man. Toronto is at the bottom of the league in goals from defense, and this one actually is deflected off of Matty Beniers. A rolling puck, it's deflected by Seattle's own player, but it doesn't matter. It goes in, and way to go, Myers. November 17th, 2022 versus Calgary was his last goal. Now, he hasn't played a lot. Only 27 games in that span. So good for him. Billy Myers getting her done. That is awesome. We love to see the D-man getting in there. That is big. Myers. His first, and that's from Tavares. Hang on a second here. From Tavares. And Marner, another assist. Marner is climbing that assist leaderboard and that points leaderboard. Marner getting closer and closer to the 100-point marker. Bonnie, what's going on? Welcome in. So there we go. 12-16, 500 assists for Mitch Marner, picking up the milestone. Way to go, Mitchell Marner with a 500 assist. That's crazy. Fewest games to 500 assists. Connor McDavid did it in 527. Crosby did it in 554. And then Mitch Marner did it in 628. So that's pretty darn cool. No, Phil, you are not dreaming. You are not dreaming. Big milestone there. Now, if Matthews can get his power play goal, that'll be his 100th power play goal. We were hoping he'd get it last night. He didn't. Will we see that tonight? Here comes Matthews. Matthews going to bring this one in. Flipping it in the corner. Nye's going in here after it. He blows a tire and goes down. Alexiak in there as well. Domi trying to pinch. Seattle comes away, and they're just going to flip this one out and down the ice. It's a race for it. Myers gets there first, and it's an offside as Tolvainen was in there as well, pushing Myers. Myers with a nice move. Crosby's upper body injury may keep him out of Fournier. Oh, really? Keep 6. Wouldn't that be interesting? So if he can't go, who gets promoted to the C? Does Connor McDavid become the captain? And who replaces him? 11:48 to go. Face off in the Kraken zone. Seattle wins this one. Going to bring it around. Here's a long pass across. Seattle trying to work through. Toronto with a nice spread. They're breaking the middle zone up pretty nice. This coming through. Toronto going to pick it up. Holmberg bringing this one in. Holmberg cutting around the corner. Going to cycle back around. Homie Holmberg with a pass to the point. Benoit with a shot. That one doesn't miss by much, but sails over. Myers going to keep this one in. Wouldn't it be great if Myers scored again? Jared Wood shaking. Welcome in. This coming through. And we got a whistle. Oh, Myers is going. Myers is going. Boo. Scoring a goal. Now he goes to penalty. Interference. Maybe he'll drop the gloves and get a fight. He'll check off all the boxes. Connor, that's what I'm thinking, Cottaging. Noah, so points are used to redeem and bring graphics up on the screen. Connor Bedard, you say? No, I think it would be Connor McDavid over Bedard. But yeah, the points you earn, and you can check your points on the Samwell B12 experience by doing exclamation mark points. That'll tell you what you've earned. And then you can redeem them to bring various graphics up on the screen. So you got to do exclamation mark, redeem, and then Rangers, and that will bring it up. So there we go, another shot right on the goaltender. So Seattle on the power play wasn't able to do much the first time around. We'll see what they can do this time around. Seattle behind, looking to tie things up and get back in here. Yeah, no worries. Off the draw, Seattle going to come away with it again. Seattle looks to be doing a good job here with the face-offs. Here's a Kraken stolen. Here comes Marner. Short-handed breakaway. Marner. Oh, and he just puts it off the glove. Marner with a short-handed breakaway. Here comes Seattle back the other way into the Leaf zone. That would have been so sweet. Going to chip this back around. Matthews in there. This coming back around to the point, trying to come through. And they're going to turn this around. Here comes Seattle, chipping this one in. Seattle making the move. I think it's like 50 points. Most of them are 50. Some of them are a little bit more expensive in terms of point redemptions. Leafs need to stay out of the box. Yes, they definitely do need to stay out of the box. Here comes Seattle, little drop pass. Gonna look to move this ahead, up into the Leaf zone. They're all bunched up. They had 4 guys all along that corner, working through, down on the side. And this can be cleared all the way back down. All right, here we go. Montour going to bring it up. Now he's going to pitch this one back. Up over the line, Bjorkstrom, he's going to drop it. The double drop, in over the line. Toronto going to knock it down. Excuse me, Marner going to bring this one back. Marner, a little backhand pass all the way up. Here's Matthews. He's coming in shorthanded. Matthews with a shot. And that one is in the glove with 8 seconds left on the power play. 9:17 to go in the first period. 2 shorthanded chances for the Maple Leafs here. That's a good way of going. Some blocked passes, some intercepted passes, but not able to put them in the net. And eventually, you know, you got to make do on these opportunities because Seattle's going to get their chances as well, and you don't want that to happen. Here we go. Atlantic Division is a crazy race. It's all over the place. Shot right off the face-off onto court, and he's going to hang on to it. Yeah, we're going to take a look at the standings and the out-of-town scores at the first intermission. I know it's been changing around a lot. Give McD to see. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what moves they make. This in front for Holmberg on the backhand, and again, Decord makes a save. Puck is still loose. Pinching up. Toronto drops it back for Nylander. Nylander was not in the right position. It's going to come out of the zone. On the far side, Maple Leafs going to flip this right back in. 3 shorthanded opportunities for the Maple Leafs on that Seattle power play chance. Now here they come. Jonathan, what's going on? Welcome in. Going to flip this pass. Tanev back to get it. He's going to play it around. This getting knocked down. The Tanev brothers on the ice. Here's a shot. Stolarz is down. Holy, he's flip-flopping everywhere, and they can't get that puck past him. Finally, he holds on to it. And he's going to fix the knee pad under his goalie pad there. But Stolarz, holy moly, he's had to move very, very quick. Making a first save and a power slide across, making that second stop. Stolarz not giving him a lot of time to slowly work his way in this game. He had to make some big saves early as they go to commercial break. We're 2-1. Yeah, I have right now Florida and St. Louis tied 2-2. It's crazy. Ovechkin did score earlier today. You are 2-1 against us. Yes, Stolarz is back. Yes, he is. And he's looking great. But, you know, it always worries me when a goaltender coming back for an injury has to make some of these stretch saves and whatnot. That always makes me nervous. Don't have a Shesterkin one, Noah. Don't have a Shesterkin one. But we do have a Nylander one. I just don't, you know, it's funny. You'd think I know what some of these redemption codes are. Let me open it up here. I know there's Redeem 44 gets you a Morgan Riley one here. There's actually a web page. Hang on, maybe that's a better way. There is actually a page that has all the redemption commands. Let me see if I can find that here real quick. Here we go. If you want to see all the redemption commands, open up this on a separate browser, and that will tell you all the redemption commands that you can use throughout the show. And of course, they all have different point values associated with them. So just a way to have some fun as we go. No, we don't have a lot of individual players. Mainly it's just teams. Leafs, we of course have some individual players for, but the other teams, usually it's just the team stuff. Stolarz, a good start. I mean, playing well. Only five shots by Seattle, 6 shots by Seattle, but I feel like most of those have been tough shots where he's had to flip and flop and really move around. Face off in the Leaf zone. Seattle going to win another one. Bringing this one around. Kraken back with it. He's looking Kakko at the side of the net, throwing it in front, knocked down. Nylander going to steal. He's going to come up to Marner. Marner feeding it through to Nylander. Nylander through, shooting. That one gets blocked. Rebound, throwing it in front, and Seattle's going to clear. I don't know if it's an actual knee brace he's wearing. There it is. I love that referee redemption, showing some love to the Zebras. I I don't think it's a knee brace. They wear a separate pad that goes over their knee that's under the goaltender pad. So it's a separate pad. Back to the line. Here's Myers. Another blast right on. 90 miles an hour. That was a big blast. This coming around to the line. Another shot that's going to go wide. Cartoons, what's going on? That was a great game, Cartoons. This coming through. They're going to be pulled out. Benoit bringing it all the way back. He's going to flip this ahead. Tried to hit Matthews. Didn't connect. Decord out of the net. He's going to play this one across. Here comes the Kraken. A long flip. That one is going to be a little too high as it's going to go up and out of play. 7:19 to go here in period number 1. How can you get a Willie jersey? Swedish Rob, I always suggest the best place for international jerseys, for legitimate jerseys, is right through NHL Shop. If you go to the NHLshop.com or NHL.com and click on their store, that's probably the best way. I believe they do international shipping. You could probably do it through the Leaf store as well. I believe it's powered by the NHL Shop, but I would definitely use the official sources. Unless there's, if you know a sports store in your area, like up here, there's a lot of sports stores that sell authentic jerseys or legitimate jerseys. So if you have a sports store up there, you might be able to find one. If you're in Sweden, Sweden has a lot of hockey. So there's got to be some hockey shops out there that can. Back around, Seattle on the move. Long pass, going to bring this one up. Of course, pricing, I don't even know what the pricing is like these days. Or Fanatics, that's right, Noah. Go right through the Fanatics website as well. Going to play this one up, trying to chip it in. To core it out to stop this one again. Sending it around. Kraken seem to be working the puck a lot right now. They definitely have better possession time, but Toronto's going to steal it again. Lorentz this time. That's like their 4th pass interception. Dunn is chasing. Pacioretty coming in with a big hit there in the corner, just off camera. This in the corner, trying to be held in was Lorentz. He gets tripped up, and the Kraken going to move this one across. Tanev bringing it in for the Kraken. In the corner, Ekman Larson going to push him in the boards. Going to move it around. Pacioretty picks it up. He's going to flip this one out to the red line. Seattle backing up, and there's some line changes going on as the Kraken hammer this one down in the Leaf zone. Toronto going to pick up the loose puck, tried to thread it out. Matthews couldn't. Second effort to Domi. Couldn't get it. Now Domi's going to steal. And Matthew Nyes picks up the loose puck. He's going to flip this in the corner, and he's going in here after it. Can't take it away as Larson going to move it across. Near side, Seattle now towards the middle of the net. Here come the Kraken. Pulling up, stopping, waiting to feed this through. Can't do it. Seattle going to try it again. Misses everybody, and that's going to come all the way back and out of the Leaf zone. Trying to work this one around. I tried to buy some Leaf stuff from NHL Shop, and unfortunately, Fanatics fan gear doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, there you go, Phil. So some places are restricted. Here's McCabe taking a look. Little pass off the boards. They're going to slow this one down. Yeah, Australia would be a tough one. I don't believe there's going to be too many hockey shops out that way. This is going to be an icing call. We're going to come back. Our next somewhere. What's going on? How you doing? Good to see you digging the long hair. Thank you. I have to get it cut so desperately. It's driving me nuts. But, you know, with hockey on the weekends, I almost feel like I need to put a little tie in it like Steven Seagal when he did his little top ponytail. Not a lot of time to run and get one done. We got, you know, one of my boys plays kind of early games and the other one plays late games and practice midday. So it's always tough to go get the choppy chop. Would you trade Dylan? So Monty, you know, I've been seeing a lot of buzz about Dylan Cousins. And, you know, I have not really talked about it that much. There are 2 players on Buffalo that I'm big fans of. You know, I've liked Dylan Cousins from the moment I saw him. You know, I was a fan. And Tage Thompson is the other one. And I know Dylan Cousins has had a rocky kind of career. He was on Buffalo. So I kind of got a liking of him when he first came in the league. He's had a rocky go about it, and I would trade for him, but you gotta be careful. Rangers are in a tough place. A lot of teams in tough places right now, and the asking prices for a lot of these players are going to be crazy. So I wouldn't give up the farm. I'm not moving a first round pick. I'm not moving an Easton Cowan or a Fraser Minton. That's probably going to be the ask. I don't think I would be willing to make that kind of commitment. Hey, Morgan, what's going on? But it's going to be interesting. Side note, we need to get me on a live stream intermission break here ASAP. My Red Wings are back. Red Wings are going on. Yeah, Red Wings are going to make a little push, trying to get in there. Gonzo last year would have been a nice pickup. So Casey Middlestat I'm mixed on him. He was one I had high hopes for, but I haven't been feeling it, right? Darlene and Thompson, great player. Yeah, I like Darlene's good. Darlene's all right, but not one of my favorites. Love to see Ovechkin get one more cup and beat Gretzky's record. Cartoons. All right, back from commercial break. Let's go again. Welcoming everybody. Thanks for being here with us this evening. Off the draw. Toronto going to take it away. Nylander moving. It's 1-0 Toronto. 4.5 to go here in the first period. Nylander can't get in the corner. Seattle going to work this one through. Here comes Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you as he's going to play this one in the corner. Tanev going to flip this back around to McCabe. McCabe to Tavares. And Nylander getting in there and going to move it again. Hey, Lucas, what's going on? Down through Toronto. Tavares bringing it in. Tried to feed it across. Couldn't do it. They're going to play this one all the way back and reset. Here's Benoit waiting for it. 4 minutes to go now in period number 1. Good pace. Again, as you're coming in, keep smashing that thumbs up for us. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe. We appreciate it. And let your friends know. Tell your friends, tell your family to come check us out. Help spread the word for the channel. In the zone, Seattle with a shot. That one gets knocked down. This in the corner. Playing this across. A little cross checks there. Myers looking at it. Myers bringing this one around. Picked up. Here's Toronto going to play it up to Bobby McMahon. McMahon, long cross pass trying to hit Robertson. Robertson trying to take it away from the Seattle player. That one fails. And this is going to be flipped all the way down the ice. Stolarz is going to stop this, play this one aside. Here we go. No way. I can't stand LeBron. These always seem to be linked. Monty, that's a name I haven't heard for a while. Here's Pacioretty bringing this one in. Patch trying to feed it across. Little pass for Lorentz. He couldn't tip that one in. This coming through. I apologize if I butcher your name. Is it Sakit? Well, welcome in. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that completely wrong. But welcome in. What do you think Marner's next will be? So I think Marner has some things going for him right now. The fact that he's having an unbelievable season and the fact that the salary cap is going up, and it looks like Chandler Stevenson is getting a penalty here. I think Marner could end up with a deal in and around the Nylander range, maybe slightly higher, 11.5 to 12 million. So Stevenson gets his hands up, flips it in past Morgan Rielly, puts the hands up in the face of Morgan Rielly, gets the stick up. So Chandler Stevenson going to go here for high sticking. So the Maple Leafs will go right back on the power play. And they're giving him a double minor. So 4 minutes here for the Maple Leafs. Very interesting. Michael, that was one of my favorite James Bond movies of all time. Back to Nylander. Taking a look, bringing this one around, setting it up. Side of the net, back up top to Matthews. Matthews cycling around, still with it to Marner, to Matthews, to Marner. He shoots, and that one goes wide. Doesn't get a big kick off the boards. Battling here behind the net, trying to bring this one through. Morgan, I hope you're doing well. Panthers just took the lead. Sweet. Good for the Panthers, not good for Toronto. Here's a blast right on rebound. Tavares, he hits the goalpost. And now Decor dives back. Tavares is in the net. Tavares put it off the goalpost. Coming so close. They're saying he might get 14 mil. Gordon, I would not give him 14 mil. That would be astronomical. JDA, what's going on, brother? Welcome in. I mean, there's no way. Listen, Austin Matthews is getting 13-2. There's no scenario on this planet I see them giving Marner more money than Austin Matthews. I just don't. Something is seriously wrong with this organization if they do that. I wouldn't even give him Austin Matthews money. I'm telling you, my number, I'm at the Nylander money, 11.5 to 12 million, 12 million max. Here comes Marner, gonna dump this one back. 3 minutes on the power play, but only a minute 50 left in the period. Matthews gonna bring this one in over to Tavares. JD8 will be here before you know it. Flipping this one out. Marner got tangled up with the official. Seattle coming in shorthanded with a chance, putting it just wide. 9 shots for Toronto, 6 here for the Kraken. Michael, they're playing okay. They're playing okay. Not great, but not horrible. Marner going to play this one back around, going to make some changes. Bobby McMahon with the puck. Going to set it back to Domi. Domi going to start to carry this one ahead. Over the red line, going to dump this one in Decord, letting it go. Pacioretty, he can't get it. Leafs setting it up to the line, hanging it in as Domi. Far side. Here's Riley with a shot. They score! And it's going to be Bobby Mack. Mac Daddy. Bobby Mack is going to get this one. I think he's got 4 goals or 3 goals in 4 games or something like that. He's becoming a scoring machine. Bobby McMahon on the power play. A nice little setup. The shot comes on. It goes off of McMahon and into the net. Bobby Mack. Mac Daddy. Miggity, 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 Mac Daddy, because I'm the miggity, 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 Mac. Miggity, 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 Mac Daddy, because I'm the miggity, 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 Mac, to make you wanna jump, jump. Bobby Mack will make you jump, jump. There you go. That was huge. 2-0 Maple Leafs, and they still got another full 2 minutes on the power play. Gotta love McMahon. Yes, indeed, Peter. Yes, indeed. By the way, Bobby McMahon, more points, a better stat line this season than the Montreal #1 draft pick, Slafkovsky. Just saying, would you rather have Slafkovsky or would you rather have Bobby Mack? He's doing well. Will Kraken channel Medusa? Piercy's, that's really funny. Huge goal. God, Bobby Mack is so good. Let's add that to the list here. His 17th goal of the year. That is awesome. Love it. Love it. On the power play as well. Got to keep those power play goals coming. That's going to be from Morgan Riley picking up another point and Domi picking up another point. This over the line, Nylander to Tavares. Back to the line. Leafs bringing it in. Marner to Nylander to Matthews. Matthews shooting, and that goes wide. He just can't buy a power play goal right now. Tavares behind the net. Cycling it up to Matthews. Matthews playing at the point. Now he's going to curl to the high slot to Marner. He shoots. Tavares looking for the tip. Hits the outside. Nylander with it now. Nylander trying to flip it to Tavares. That one is bobbling around. It's going to be cleared all the way down the ice as the period is going to come to an end. 53 seconds left. When Toronto starts the second, they will have just under a minute to go in the power play. Let's go talk about it. All right, intermission is here as we get all of our widgets set. The Zambonis will be out momentarily. A nice period here by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Your goal scorers, Philip Myers is first from Tavares and Marner. Bobby Mack, we just saw on the power play from Riley and Domi. I was gay for gone because I put a $100 bet on Nylander and McMahon. There you go, cottaging. Putting the coin down and Bobby Mack coming through for you. Huge. All right, 10 shots for the Leafs, 7 for the Kraken. Hits 4-3, a very low hitting game. 13-9 faceoffs. Toronto with the edge there. I feel like Seattle has won a lot more faceoffs than that. Just saying. 1 for 3 on the power play. 0 for 2 go the Kraken. 5 giveaways to 3. I'm okay with those numbers. Anything under 5 giveaways in the period is all right. Takeaways 1 each, and then block shots 5-3. It's funny when Wall was in net, Leafs had way more block shots. Now that Stolarz is in there, they're not blocking as many. Brian, what's going on? Welcome. Cottaging, you got 300. Holy smokes. Congrats. Where's my cut? Just kidding, just teasing. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. It's always nice when you win big. That's huge. All right, let's take a quick peek at the out-of-town score. And now let me bet what I got on what you tell me, Sam. I won't care if I lose. Oh, no, I can't. I don't give betting advice. I stay far away, far away, because I'm terrible. All right, why don't we put it to the chat? Why don't you ask your question and we'll put it to the chat and see what majority says. All right, we go around the out-of-town scoreboard. The Avalanche up 2-1 over Calgary. Vancouver, San Jose 0-0. Utah in overtime 3-2 over the Blue Jackets. Golden Knights 3-1 over the Devils. Capitals 4-3 over the Flyers. The Lightning 5-1 over the Senators. Wow, that is huge. Wilds 2-1 over the Hurricanes, and 3-2 the Panthers over the Blues. Who should you bet on to score? So is there any time period, or is it just somebody in this game? Somebody in this game to score? Or is it like in the period? Is there constraints? Nylander's always a good pick. Nylander's a safe pick. Let's look at our stat line here. Peter says Tavares. Tavares is a good one. Yeah, he's due. All right, let's do this by time. Marner 938, no shots. Matthews 848. Oh, here's Philip Myers. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Really nice to see it go in, and happy to chip in offensively there, but I was just trying to get the puck on net and got a lucky bouncer, so I'll take it.
Craig Berube says one of the things he likes about you is that you do fire the puck. Where does your shot mentality come from?
I don't know, over the years I find that I just had more success when I keep it simple and put pucks on net, so that's kind of my mentality this year, and I'm going to just keep going with that.
Mitch Marner picks up his 500th career assist on that goal. It's your first year, yeah. It's your first year with the Leafs. What stands out about this guy?
He does everything. Best player in the league, and he's an amazing teammate. Got nothing but good things to say about that guy, and he's fun to watch every night.
Thanks, Phil.
There you go. Nice interview there. Love it. Oh, thank you for that subscribe. Appreciate it, Ray. Welcome in. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. All right. Kodjing is going big. 100 on JT, 100 on Willie. Willie right now, he's played 8 minutes. He has no shots on net. Matthew Nye, 648, has had one. Tavares, 647, also no shot on net. So I think you're good. Tavares and Nylander are going to get some shots on net. So that's some pretty good picks. From a defensive standpoint, Ekman Larson, 633, leading all Leafs there. Riley, 611. McCabe, 602. And you know what? The sad thing is Myers, the only defenseman with a shot on net, and he has 2. No shots from Benoit Tanev, McCabe, Riley, or OEL. So that's how that is all going to break down. If we look at the Kraken, Tanev leading all forwards for the Kraken, 641. Stevenson, 635. Kako, 557. And down from the defensive standpoint, Larson at 855. Oleksiak, 751. These will have 4 guys making over 10 mil, and only one team's ever won the cup. You know what? It's crazy, Monty. It's nuts. When we looked at it the other day, Toronto, they got those 4 guys right now, 13, 11, 11, and 10. And then the next highest forward is Domi at 3.7. You have nobody in the $4 to $9 million range, which is crazy in terms of forwards. All right, let's take a look at the standings because we wanted to talk about this evolving situation in the Atlantic Division. It is wild. The Panthers, with another win today, they move up 69 points. So Toronto needs the win to come within one to put them up to 68 points. Tampa Bay, they've climbed ahead of Ottawa now for third place. They're actually tied, Ottawa and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay 62 points. Ottawa 62 points, and the Detroit Red Wings coming out of nowhere now in that second wild card spot at 61. Of course, Columbus and Boston just behind them at 60. So every single day, this picture is changing. Montreal was up there. They have now dropped back at 55 points. The Rangers at 56 points. The Islanders, who were hot at 57 points, are now back. So we literally have, if you include Tampa Bay in the mix, you got, excuse me, pardon me. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams all in that wild card bunch. It's going to be crazy. Rangers will be a playoff team. They got to get it going. 3 guys have bet on JT, Nyes, and Nylander. If one gets a goal, you get 500. There it is, cottaging. That's how you do it. Big risk, big reward. And I think good picks, right? I wouldn't be shocked if one of those guys comes through for you. We're rooting for you. So that's what this crazy picture is. I'm okay if the standings finish today. You know, if it ended up being this way, I mean, it would be Florida-Detroit series. I would be okay. That would be interesting. A Washington-Ottawa series. That would be crazy. That would be an Ottawa-Washington first-round matchup. I mean, holy smokes. That would be very exciting to watch. Carolina, New Jersey would be okay. In Toronto, Tampa Bay, we've seen that story before. There is a possibility if Toronto can catch Florida and Detroit holds on to that position, we could have a Toronto-Detroit series. We haven't had a Toronto-Detroit series for a long time. I mean, this is going back to the old Norris division days. That would be exciting. Or even more exciting, there is an outside opportunity. We could have a Battle of Ontario in the first round. Toronto, Ottawa, first round of the playoffs. That would be incredible. That would be beyond incredible. Man, our hearts are going to be racing if that was the scenario. It would be great. So I had to have a little drink. Four Nations Cup. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, Swedish Rob. I'm very excited for it. I don't know what we're going to be able to put in terms of our screens. You know, I don't know if we're going to have the same eligibility on some of our graphics and stuff. So we'll have to kind of wing it as we go. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm always excited for it. Whenever these players get together to play, it makes for good hockey. It makes for exciting hockey. So it's going to be a lot of fun. What I really hope for is we don't see somebody get hurt. We obviously see Marner just missed a game. That makes me nervous. Matthews has been having some kind of issue all season. Makes me very nervous with him going in leading Team USA. I want it to be good hockey. I want guys going in and playing full hockey. I don't want this to be an all-star game where there's no defense or contact. I just hope guys are being smart about it. Slushy, what's going on? Welcome in. Should I bet one more? If I do, I get more money. If one scores, you know what, Sam, pick. Number from 1 to 3. Person I'm thinking of. Picking number 1 to 3. Oh, my goodness. 1 to 3. All right, let's go. We got 2 goals. Let's go with number 2. We got 2, so we're going to go number 2. Jets vs. Av rematch. That would be a good series. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, let's look in the West. I've been paying so much attention to the the East. We haven't paid much attention to the West. Who's in the wild card? Colorado, Vancouver. So I need a scenario where both Vancouver and Calgary make it in. I want us to have all the Canadian teams but Montreal in the playoffs. That would make me very happy for a number of reasons. But yeah, right now, as is, Winnipeg, Vancouver, first round matchup, that would be interesting. Edmonton, Colorado. Oh my gosh. Oilers, Avs, first round in the playoffs. That would just be uncanny. Vegas, LA Kings. We've seen that story before. Dallas, Minnesota. We've seen that before. That would be interesting. Okay, that's Tanev. Oh no. Oh, Cottaging, I'm sorry. Oh no, Tanev. Oh, I don't think Tanev is going to score. Oh no, I don't think Tanev is going to score. I would be shocked if that was the case. Kings are first round. Yeah, as long as listen, if Boston doesn't make it, I'm happy. I don't want another Toronto Boston series. I need a break from that. I think if the playoffs kind of ended today, some of these stories, some of these series would be really exciting. Would be some good matchups. Of course, if Calgary can get in there, and it's going to be tough, right? Because Vancouver and Calgary both at 59 points. Colorado's at 64. So it would be interesting to see. Gosh, they got to start winning some hockey games, and Colorado's looking pretty good right now. My goodness, I think they're going to be in trouble. From the other side, LA Kings 62 points. They can catch LA. Vegas and Edmonton at 70 and 72. I think they're a shoe-in. Other than those two flip-flopping, I don't think they're going to be caught. The Kings just went through a slump. They had a bunch of losses in a row. But Vancouver and Calgary need to get going. And, of course, Vancouver's next game is against Toronto on Saturday night. So, again, another big game for both those teams. Do you think the Rangers will make it? No, the Rangers need to figure things out and figure things out fast. Right now, they have a lot of ground they have to make up. And they've kind of, they got a couple wins under their belt now. They play Pittsburgh. They should probably beat Pittsburgh. But they got to start winning, and they got to start winning fast. Because if all of a sudden, right now it's kind of 5-6 points. If it all of a sudden becomes 10 points, 12 points, no chance they're going to get in it. They're not going to run the table and win go on an 18-win game streak or something like that. So the Rangers are on that cusp where if they don't start winning now, they're going to be in trouble. Toronto, Ottawa would be so much fun. How much money I'm going to bet? 500 for 1,000 for, oh my goodness. Cottaging, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you put the big dollars down. Panthers are the team to beat. The question is who? So, Panthers are beatable. They're not the same Panther team they were previously. Good night, Morgan. Take care. They're not the same team they used to be. But they're still a solid team, and they're a very well-rounded team. So, I think any of these teams could do it. Toronto could do it. Tampa could do it. Washington, Carolina could certainly do it. I don't think it's a guarantee, right? Where last year, Florida looked undeniable. When they started winning, they were just on fire. So it's going to be interesting this year. I don't think they're a lock. Same with a lot of people feel the Capitals are untouchable and that they're going to the Cup final. I don't think they are. I mean, they had a lot of wins. They did well. They have a couple overtime losses the last couple games. And they have a lot of 1-goal wins, which that's all you need to win by 1 goal. But I don't think Washington's going to go all the way. So that's going to be something to watch. Carolina, since making that trade, they've lost their last couple of games. I think Carolina is definitely a team that could make some noise in the playoffs. they're going all in. I don't think they're finished yet. So something to watch. The Devils are an interesting team, right? They're so hot and cold, it's not even funny. If the Devils get hot at the right time, they can make a run. But I don't have comfort in how streaky they get. They're over. Well, they have some good talent, but they can't seem to put it all together at the same time. Columbus is a team that, same thing. These guys, Columbus, we saw they beat us. Columbus, when they play, they're a well-made hockey team. They're so much improved, but they have 3 losses in a row, and I think this they play the Rangers in their next game after the Rangers play the Penguins, and I think that's going to be a big test for both those teams. The Bruins are kind of that wild card team, though. The Bruins are the wild card because we know what the Bruins can do. We know that they can win. Obviously, after 2 unbelievable seasons, this is a reality check season for them. But come crunch time, they're one of those teams that I wouldn't count out. Columbus, the Islanders, if those teams miss the playoffs, you don't even bat an eye. But if Boston was to miss the playoffs, a lot of people would be talking about it. So it's going to be, I think, a very interesting drive after the trade deadline to see, what they do at the deadline and how they move forward. Yeah, it's a very weird year. And I mean, they've had a lot of change too, right? A lot of change. So it's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks. I mean, the break comes, and when the tournament ends, we go right into the trade deadline. Trade deadline, I think, was March 7th, if I'm not mistaken. So we're 1 month away from trade deadline day. So you're going to start seeing moves happen, and it wouldn't surprise me if you start seeing things happen over the break. A lot of these guys are going to be vacationing in the Bahamas, wherever, and they're going to be traded. They're going to be having to come home and pack their bags and move. So it's going to be very, very interesting. All right, we're getting set. Period number 2 is set to roll. Toronto, a little bit of a sluggish start in period number 1. They found the back of the net twice, a nice little pick-me-up, and now they got a little bit of time left on the power play. I think they've put a little bit more time on, if this is correct. 1:06 it's showing they will have in the power play. So 1:06 with the power play to start the period. I always hate having a power play to start the period because it takes you a little bit to get the mojo back up. This is technically the All-Star break. Yeah, no, it is. It's also kind of mimicking what the Olympic break is going to be like. But here we go. Nope, 53 seconds. So this other counter is incorrect. So 53 seconds. So just under a minute. Marner going to bring this one up for Toronto. Going to bring it in. Swedish Rob, it starts on February 12th. So just 12 days away. Here's Marner to Matthews. Over to Tavares. He's going to pass this one off. Flipping it back to Marner. To Matthews. He takes it off his skate. Back to the line. To Matthews. Looking. Matthews. To Marner. A bad tip pass to Nylander. Nylander, he booted it, but he got it back to Marner. Back to Nylander. He shoots. That's going to hit the side. Nylander going to move this around. We want this for cottaging so bad. And Seattle going to clear this one down. Not going to happen on this power play. 8 seconds left. Ekman Larson going to come back to pick this one up. Vegas expect them to make some moves. You're going to see a lot of teams, I think, this year making some moves. Down in the corner, Maple Leafs bring this right back. Holmberg with it. In the corner. Fleury trying to get this one out. Bobby Mack in there as well. Holmberg steals it. Holmberg going to put it in the corner. Bobby McMahon there. He's going to grab it. Bobby Mack curling. One hands it towards the net. Decord going to push this one to the corner. McMahon back to the line. Sending this over to Robertson. Going to feed it to Riley. Couldn't get it. And Seattle going to play this up far side. Here comes the Kraken. Stevenson over the line. Sending it to the side of the net. Stolarz just kicking this to the corner. Back around. Seattle with this being forced in the corner. Taking a look. Toronto going to flip this out. Does it get out of the line? No. Seattle holds it in. Nice play there just to keep it onside. Second effort. Toronto get this out. Here's Robertson with it. Into the zone. Robertson kind of runs awkwardly into Vince Dunn, and Vince Dunn was a little slow to get up there momentarily. Kraken going to move it ahead, far side of the ice now. They're going to dump this one in. Tanev going back to get it. Stolarz stops it for him. Tanev up to Pacioretty. Patch can't hold on to that pass, and McCann is going to put this one back. Long pass. Here comes the Kraken near side into the Leaf zone. Dropping this one off for Jared McCann. Doesn't get it in the corner. Flipping it around. Shane Wright going in there. Curling around is Burakovsky. Back to the line. Done. Playing this over. Here's a shot. It's blocked. Shane Wright going in here after it. You know, it's very weird seeing a star player. You know, Shane Wright is, you know, a big draft pick, a big player for Seattle, and it's weird to see him wearing number 51. Here Wright comes in. Wright, the pass, that one gets blocked. Picked up here by Larson. Driving it in right in front of the net. Larson with this. Still with it. Cycling this one down in the corner. Tanev is going to gobble it up. He's going to flip it. Not out. Back across to Dunn. Dunn shoots. That one gets blocked in front. Tanev going to play this ahead again. Toronto. Nysy going to flip this out. Here comes Toronto. Matthews dragging the goalie out of the net. He hits the goalpost. Austin Matthews hits the goalpost. Are you kidding me? Here comes Seattle back the other way. Here's Wright with a shot. That one gets blocked by Benoit. Daniel, yeah, I'll try. It's force of habit. Here comes Nyes. Back to Philip Myers. He shoots, and that one is blocked. 85 miles an hour. And we got a whistle as this is going to get knocked out of bounds. Guy, how's it going? Welcome in. And welcome in, Daniel. Good pace, good action, speed all of a sudden. Really got lifted. We got 6 men on the ice, too many men on the ice. This is going to come against Toronto. They get caught on a bad line change. So Marner and Nylander jumped on the ice at the same time. Or did Marner come on? Whatever happened, Marner came on at the wrong time. But Matthews dragging this all the way around, and Decord reaching back with his goal stick just got a piece of it. So too many men on the ice, penalty. Domi's going to serve it. Kraken getting their opportunity on the power play again, and Toronto off the draw. Going to get this one all the way down the ice. Team really needs to relax these penalties. Yeah, Blended, they take a lot of penalties. A lot. Justin, he has. Maybe that's the bet we should take, is how many posts in a game will Matthews hit? Seattle into the zone. Jaden Schwartz going to flip this one down in the corner. Can't see who's digging away at it. Comes to the side. Taking a look, it's McCann. Behind the net. Far side, back to the point. Kako behind the net, going to cycle this one to Beniers. Playing it around. Here's a shot, McCann. No, he's hanging on to it. He doesn't shoot it. Going to come back to the line again. Seattle trying to set this one up. Toronto doing a good job. Here's a jam play in front. Stolarz was there. Had the pad down. Marner going to come away with it. He's looking to pass. Now he's just going to slowly roll this one in. And he's going to back around. Marner, excellent job. Killing time, playing this one all the way back to Myers. Myers now going to step in and launch this one down the ice. 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go in the Seattle power play. Seattle on the move. Vince Dunn going to bring this one up. Stevenson flipping it over to Wright. Wright going to play this one back to the line. Cross ice. Setting it up. Here's a shot. Gets knocked down. They're playing this one across. Montour. Back up. Stevenson at the side. Carrying it around. 10 seconds to go. Raven, what's up? Welcome in. Back out in front. Here's a shot. Glove save. What a stop by an unbelievable goaltender in Stolarz. Wow. That was an unbelievable stop. Stolarz right there. Raven, hope you're doing well. Good night, Munchie. Welcome in. Stoli. That was huge. Ain't that good? No, he's phenomenal. He's been making some huge saves. Montour with a laugh. Love it. Love it. See, that's why hockey players are the best. Love it. The more that's scored, the more money I make. If one does 1,000, if I'll do 4, oh my God, cottaging. Here's a long shot right on, and Stollar's going to hang on to it. Yeah, blended. Great duo in net. Holy smokes, what a save. Love a good glove save. Love me some leather. Beautiful, very much Bill Ranford style, whipping that glove hand around. Rich, what's going on? Love the smile, so classic, so good. Players having fun with each other, that's what it's all about. Back to the line, bring this across. Here's a shot, that one's getting knocked down. Power play has expired, we're back at full strength, it's down. Solars is down, makes a save right off the stick of Brendan Tanev. Brendan Tanev again, back over. Here's a long shot. Stolar's going to kick that one aside. Ekman Larson pitching it around. And there's a little collision, inadvertent collision, as Holmberg and Tolvanen kind of ran over each other. Back to the line. It's held in. Seattle looking for the shot. There it is. Stolar's got a piece and deflected it up and over. Back around. Here's another cross-ice pass. Another shot going far side. That one misses, and it goes up and out of play as... Wow, the Kraken starting to bring it, starting to take some shots. They're going to go to commercial break. 5 shots for Seattle in this period so far. Only 2 for the Maple Leafs. But excellent, excellent play. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I know it's late night. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. And as you are coming in, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if this is your first time here, or you're here and you're not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps us out so much, helps us grow. So we appreciate it very, very much. Of course, if you're watching on Hockey HQ, same thing. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we appreciate it. If you're on social media and you wouldn't mind sharing us out, dropping our link, that's another great way you can help us grow. Put us on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, if you're part of any hockey groups on Reddit or Discord, share us out. Tell them all about us. That's the best way for us to grow, and we thank you for doing it. Shesterkin is the best goalie come playoff time. Better than Bobrovsky? I mean, Bobrovsky was pretty spectacular. He was pretty spectacular. Shesterkin's good. I don't know if he's the best, but he can perform. And, hey, my angel dear, come playoff time, you need a goaltender who's going to perform. You need a goaltender that's going to steal you a game or 2. Certainly did, right? And you need a goaltender that could do that. And they are a rare breed. They are a rare breed for sure. All right, coming back from commercial break. Again, for those, if you've missed it, Stolarz made his return here today. And he's looking pretty darn good. He's made some big saves here tonight. He's really working his legs, which, when you have a knee injury, makes you nervous. Can they play? Is that knee still going to bother him? But he's looked phenomenal. 29 shot attempts for the Leafs, 27 for Seattle. Total shots, though, are 12-12. Off the draw, Seattle wins this one back to the line. We are 5-on-5 hockey, 13:45 to go here in period number 2. This one coming around Seattle on the far side. Tavares watching his man. Here comes Tanev in, throwing a hit. This around behind Capo Caco, one of the good hockey names. Setting this one up, working it aside. Here's Chris Tanev. He's taking a look. Pass up ice. Toronto, breakout play. Nylander forgot the puck. Seattle going to tip this one back down. Down in the corner. Seattle going to work this one through. Kraken in over the line. Here's a pass in front and a little swipe at it by Brendan Montour, who was caught up high. Puts it wide. Chris Tanev behind the net. He almost gives it away. Back through. Stolarz getting that paddle out with a nice block. Back to the line. Seattle working it through. A long shot. Down. Stolarz is down in front. Puck comes the other side. He's down. He's got a Seattle player on top of him. McCabe is kind of giving him the shove to get him off. Ref is saying enough's enough. Here comes Toronto. Nylander bringing this one in. Willie stopping. Willie still with it in the corner. Nylander going to fish this one around. Matthews off the boards up top, and Philip Myers fan on a shot. Comes to Matthews with a shot. DeCord with a nice save. Back down in the corner. Wow. Saying Nylander is getting a hat trick. He did. So only betting a little bit. Wow. Cottaging. Phenomenal. Congratulations. That's huge. They're going to come in offside. So we got a face off just outside the Seattle zone. Wow. Exciting. Cottaging. That is huge. I don't know how you do it, my friend. I certainly don't have the guts. That's huge. You must have been dancing. That's a great win. Toronto off the draw. Domi with this. Trying to turn and bring it through himself. Can't do it. Turns it over. This coming down. Benoit and Myers going in the corner. Going to play this one up to Domi. Domi trying to feed it ahead. This one is knocked down and held in by Tolvainen. Going to come across Myers. He steals. He's going to play this ahead. Nyes kind of tips it in. He's going in here after it. Went the wrong way. Dunn going to play this back up the boards. Seattle bringing it across. Cottaging is buying dinner for the chat. Down in the corner, Matthews coming back. He can't get it. Ekman Larson trying to come through. Back to the line. Here's Dunn. A long shot into the glove of Stolarz again. Another little glove save. This one's scooping it up as it comes through. Wow. Yeah, I mean, he is. He can't take anything away from him. I think he demanded too much money. I think that's ultimately going to hurt the team. You know, it's the same issue we have in Toronto. You know, you got to watch some of those contracts, and they gave him a big lot of money, a big boat of money. 11:33. Hey, Laurie, what's going on? Oh, Cottaging, I'm just teasing. This banking it off the boards all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing against Toronto, so this is coming back. Laurie, hope you're doing well. Fun game here, fun pace. Even the broadcast talking about the Rangers. Everybody's talking about the Rangers. Listen, the Rangers are a surprise. Again, they went from really, really one of the best teams in the league. Very similar to the Bruins, right? From a very good spot to a very shocking place this year. All the way down again, Lorentz in the Kraken zone. He's going to grab this puck, trying to feed it over to David Kemp. He couldn't get there. This is going to be cleared all the way out. Ekman Larson back, going to work it through. Down into the Kraken zone it goes, rolling in on DeCord, going to be cleared aside. Have you Leaf fans seen t-shirt that says, I haven't seen it, Ulysses, but I feel like I need it. A burger with all the trimmings. I'll do a nice chicken parm or a nice steak. Doing okay in Northwest Florida. Hope the weather's been behaving for you, Laurie. I know it was really cold for a while, but it's now kind of evened out back to typical Florida weather. Under 11 minutes to go here in period number 2. Off the draw, this one is going to be pulled back. I just realized my TV that I was watching the other game on has ended. So we're going to flip it to Vancouver, San Jose. We'll keep an eye on what's going on there. Rangers got the Stanley Cup final in 2012. Yeah, I mean, they were good for a long time. A long time. 67. Oh, gotta love 1967. What a glorious year that was. Off the draw, Seattle going to play this back. Yes, Books, we love our overzealous contracts here in Toronto. It's a way of life. Unless you're a normal folk. Here's the Kraken putting this one towards the net. I think that one hit the outside of the post. Down here, Toronto going to play this one across. They're going to move it up, trying to spring Nick Robertson on the breakaway. It doesn't get through, but Bobby McMahon is coming in. Bobby Mack's shot gets blocked. Lobster Boy, how's it going? Good to see you. This coming all the way down. Here I was born. There you go. I was not born. 93 was a good year, Justin. 92, 93. That was a great run. This working. Seattle going to bring this one right back in. 11 people say the refs and the League Cup the Leafs. Yeah. You know, they definitely do not help Toronto. Putting this one across. Done again. Another shot. Stolarz is down. He's so good with that paddle at the side of the net. Working that puck away. Benoit in here. He's digging for it. Myers there as well. Holmberg getting all tied up with his man. And Seattle coming up. A shot. Stolarz taken in the chest. Myers going to kick this free. And Toronto backhands this one down the ice. This is going to be icing again as Seattle starting to put a whole bunch of pressure on Toronto here. Toronto just finding ways to get it out. Robertson and McMahon stuck on the ice here for a minute and a half. So they're going to have to find a way of getting off real early. 2004 was the year Tampa won the Cup against Calgary Flames, and the goal that wasn't counted for Flames in Game 6. I don't remember that goal. I don't remember that one. Face off in the Toronto zone. Setting it up. Off the draw, it's a bit of a scramble. Comes back to the point. Here's done with the shot. Stolarz making the save. Holmberg going to clear it out from the front of the net. Back to the line. Seattle holding it in again. Shot is going to be blocked. This time it's going to roll out. Larson, he's got to come back. Over to Dunn. Dunn passing it across. Dipsy doodling, cutting through. Nice little move there by Bjorkstrand. Over to Dunn. 2 minutes for Nick Robertson. 2 minutes for Bobby McMahon. They just haven't been able to get off. 1:50 for Holmberg. They got to be able to change. Seattle is just circling the zone. Shot with a save that trickles through. Televainen at 90 miles an hour. Holmberg going to bring this one out. He's going to hit that red line and with one hand flipping it, but he can't get it in deep. One man was able to switch. 2 men, I think, were able to switch. Now, no, Bobby McMahon is still on the ice, and we got a fight. Benoit and Bjorkstrand. That's going to allow you to have a line change. Benoit coming over the top. Bjorkstrand's helmet is off. Benoit is up. They're tangled up. No one's really thrown a good punch yet. At least that the camera has shown. Bjorkstrand misses with a right. They're tangled up. And they're just going to separate them. So the beginning of the fight was not caught on camera. Benoit is all bloody all over his jersey. So what started this? I mean, it's going to allow for a line change. They're going to go.
Fight.
They're going to go to commercial break.
Oh, guys, 5 minutes each for fighting!
Nice. We get a fight. Benoit stepping up again. We kind of missed the beginning of that fight. Didn't really see what happened. It kind of started out of the blue. Benoit doesn't drop him too often, but he's a big boy, and he can definitely chuck him if he needs to. Big physical presence in Benoit. I mean, he stands 6'4", listed at 211 pounds. 26 years old, 6'4", 211 pounds. That's a very big boy. Stick came up. Thank you. Would like to sleep. Appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't see it. All of a sudden, I saw them kind of going at it, and I'm like, that's random. Out of the blue. Where did that come from? But who doesn't love a good Thursday night tussle, right? Thursday night is pub night. Who doesn't love a good pub night party brawl? Just kidding. Don't fight. But there it is. Listen, Benoit, good on him. One of the things Toronto, the fans of Toronto's talked about, especially with Ryan Reeves, is he doesn't fight enough. He's not dropping the gloves. Why aren't they getting into it? Well, it's nice we see some other folks getting here. Yes, Monty. I hear Bjorkstrand's name brought up a lot of the time with Toronto. And I actually don't mind him. I don't. He's 6 foot, even 175 pounds, 29 years old. It's all right. He's got 15 goals, 19 assists this year. So, a good depth player. So let's see. Benoit came over for the hit, and that kind of really developed fast. The hit was right at the blue line in front of the bench. So as Benoit was coming in for the hit, Bjorkstrand put his hands up and kind of preemptively gave a hit. Benoit didn't like that. And all of a sudden, the fist came down, and Benoit's nose is bleeding. His little under his lip is cut and bleeding. So that's probably where the hands came up and got Benoit in the face. And of course, the blood gets all over the shirt. Now, I'm curious. When a player gets blood all over to the shirt, do they just toss it and give him a brand new jersey the next game? Or do they actually wash it and get all the blood out? Curious to know. All right, back from commercial break. Here we go again. Welcome in. If you haven't yet hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, give that a click. We are 15 likes away. This down in the corner, coming out in front and off the side of the net. Digging this one through. In the Toronto zone, Riley going to put it over to Marner. Marner going to look. They wash it. See, Gordon, I wasn't sure because some of those shirts get real gnarly. Here's another shot. Stars is diving for it, but it's pulled away, and Ekman Larson plays this one up. It's turned over. Here comes Nylander. Willie bringing this one in. He's going to stop and turn around. He's going to feed it over to Riley. Riley. He's going to cycle it down into the corner. Tavares is there, putting it around. Far side. Domi. Back to the point to Nylander in the high slot. Nylander to Tanev. Chris Tanev back to the line. Domi cycling around. Tanev is trying to get back to the point. Comes over to Chris. Big number 8. Going to slide this down low to Matthews. Back up to Tanev. Tanev looking. Passes it off. Come on, Tanev, shoot. Comes to Matthews. Matthews cycling. They also bring multiple on a road trip. They score! And hang on, they're saying it's a high stick. We have a Maple Leaf goal. Is this going to be Domi's goal? Nye's goal? There was a high stick in front of the net. Who's this going to go? It looks like Jake McCabe is going down the line first. Let's see. Make sure there's no high stick here. There's the shot from the point. No, this definitely hit Matthew Nyes, and this is definitely a high stick. So they called a good goal. Matthew Nyes definitely redirects it. He knocks it down. The question is going to be, is it above the goalpost? I think this is a high stick, so I think this is coming back. We'll wait for the official announcement before we call anything. So Nyes got the goal, but it was a deflection, and I believe it was a high stick. So I think this is getting called back. They haven't really showed us many replays. The headphones are on. Good night. So they're gonna double check this. Domi was close, Lobster Boy. He was so close.
The previous play is under review to see if the puck was locked in with a high stick.
So they're looking at it. Let's call down and tell them we need Matthew Nyes to score so Cottaging gets the big bucks.
The review continues for Seattle.
Matthew Nyes touched that puck. You can see it bobble and change direction.
It was very, very, very close. Very close.
And it gets touched there.
So Nyes, it was a complete redirect. Totally knocked it down. It was a great tip. If this is called a good goal, it's a beauty tip. Cottaging, my PayPal is pinned at the top of the chat. I'm just kidding. So very interesting that they were trying to let Jake McCabe go down the line first to pretend that Nyes didn't touch it. Did he not think they wouldn't realize? So funny. So what are they going to call this?
Didn't touch it on the blade, so somewhere in the shaft, which is harder to determine. It gets it what?
Oh, Ulysses, thanks for sending that. That's very cool. Thank you, Ulysses.
And the overhead.
So the overhead, I mean, it's so hard. You can definitely tell it was deflected, but you can't really show us from these angles. Again, the problem with a lot of these broadcast angles is it's all perspective, right? The cameras aren't straight on. So it's very, very difficult to get a good idea. So they're having a long look at this. 7:23 left to go. That's why they should put a camera right, like a wide angle camera right in the crossbar that just shoots out. What a cool camera angle that would be. Although the goalie would block it most of the time. So the call on the ice is a good goal. Here, let's hear what they're going to say. The call was a good goal on the ice.
After video review, the call on the ice stands. We have a good goal.
There it is, Matthew Nyes. He's going to get another one. He's going to get credit with that one. There you go, Cottaging. There you go. Holy moly, big goal. Big goal for the Maple Leafs, bigger goal for Cottaging. Matthew Nyes, his 21st of the season. All right, Matty Nyes. Wow. Unbelievable. 21 goals for Matty Nyes. 3-0 Maple Leafs. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that one did not get called back. Cottaging having a couple big nights. This one working around. I'm just waiting to see who they award the assist to, and I'll post it up on the board. Seattle bringing this one around. Stellar is going to grab and hang on to it. Best fighter. Well, my pick would be a short guy. The left hook there would take out most of them. Know who I mean? I don't. So are you thinking Domi? Like Ty Domi from back in the day? I still think this was a high stick. I'm shocked, but I guess there's no camera that definitively shows as such. We can't assume it's a high stick just because of how high the stick was. All right, McCabe is going to be given the only assist. There you go. 65. That's Cottaging. That's a heck of a week. This coming through, trying to break it back to the line. Little tip over to Domi. Domi didn't carry this one out. Down, dumping it in. There you go, Ty Domi. Nyes back in that again. Sending this over to Domi. Domi taking a look. Playing it across to Riley. Riley hanging on. Down low, Matthews letting it go to Nyes. Nyes ripping it right back. Matthews had left his spot. It's picked up by the Kraken. They're going to move this ahead into the Toronto zone. 6:15 to go here in the second period. It's been the Leafs bringing it, but really this period has been all Seattle. 9 shots they've had, only 5 for Toronto. I still crack up at the thought of the milk commercial where Gilmore's in tights. Raven, absolutely. That was pretty funny. They did some pretty cool things back in the day, in that era. Remember when they all got together and they recorded the songs? They were singing the Maple Leaf songs and stuff. It was awesome. That famous picture of them all on motorcycles. That was pretty cool. They did some neat things as a group.
And coming up with a big save. Let's see.
A slice of pizza for everyone in the chat who's by cartoons. Cottaging is a huge week. That's more than I made on my OnlyFans. Hey, Dougie. This down in the corner. Circling it around. Nyes. Oh, little side hip check there by Nyes. Very close to being a trip. Seattle wanted a penalty there. Kraken backing it all up. Taking a look. Flipping this one across. Here comes Seattle. Slow playing this one up through the middle. The Kraken on their way. Here's a long shot. That one's going wide, down in the corner. Flipped up. Trying to work it. Toronto going to get this one out. 5:24. Time is ticking. Excuse me. Bringing it around. Seattle back with it. Here comes those Kraken on the move. Again, welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Here's a long shot deflected high. That one's going to go up and out of play. Good pace. They're going to go to commercial break. Matty Nyes, your second period goal scorer, his 21st. They've now added some guy named Austin Matthews, giving him an assist on that goal as well. So that is Matthews' 24th assist. So he is slowly picking up those points. Matthews, 1 point tonight for Tavares, 1 for Marner, 1 for Nyes, 1 for Matthew. The big guys are getting the points, but it's the younger talent that's getting the goals. Matty Nyes, Bobby McMahon, and Philip Myers. You know, if we were looking at the goal lines for every game, and we saw the likes of Bobby Mack and Matthew Nyes, and nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're showing a very, very, very bright future. And Matthew Nyes is going to get paid. He's a restricted free agent. He's making $9.25 this year. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I would be willing to give him like $4 million. 8 years at $4 million. I think I would do it in a heartbeat. The way he's playing, I would even go so far to saying, hey, if you want 5, I would do 8 years at $5 million. I know it's a lot for a young player, but he's proving he's just getting better and better. Bobby McMahon right now is at 1.35. We still got him for another year before we have to worry about him being unrestricted. Gary, what's up? Hoo-ha! Cottaging, I am terrible. When it comes to betting, I'm so bad. I'm when I just talk about it with friends and stuff, I'm usually pretty good. But as soon as I start wagering, I never win. I pick all the losers. Which site do you play through, Cottaging? Maybe I'll take a look. Back to the line, Seattle off the draw. Here's a shot. That one's going to sail just wide. Back here, Toronto's going to flip it out back to the Kraken blue line. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Toronto's coming on, playing well. Flip through. Here's Tavares. He's going to cycle back. We need Tanev to score. We need Tanev to score now. We want to blow this wide open for Cottaging. Ekman Larson going to dump it in. Back around, Nylander going in. Marner there as well. Can't get it, but it's going to come to Tavares. Tavares feeding this over to Riley. Riley in front for Nylander. Can't dig that one in. Tavares going in the corner with a hit. Seattle going to bring this one up. Here comes the Kraken into the Leaf zone. They are onside. Going to slide this one back down around into the corner. 4:20 to go. Myers. They're going to bobble it free. Comes over to Nylander. Big Willie. Going to pass this one across. And the Leafs going to dump this one in. Holmberg going in here after it. Toronto rolling their lines. 3 lines. Playing consistently now. That's good. Saving some of that top line energy. Back up to Tanev. Tanev going to play it. You do it through the score. Okay. The score bet.
The story for every team,
nice.
where Seattle is trade deadline coming up. Guys
I'll have to take a little look. We've had a lot of betting websites reach out to us about doing an affiliation, and I've shied away from it because I know we have we have some viewers that don't want to get into it, and I certainly don't want to get overly involved. But yeah, it's an interesting world, the sports betting. Down around in front. Toronto with this in their zone. Nick Robertson, what are you doing? Passes it in front of his own net. Gave it to Stevenson. Stevenson setting it up. Nick Robertson. That was a bonehead play. Back to the line. Here's a shot. That one goes wide. To the line. Stevenson going to hold this one in now. Toronto's going to intercept. It's a pass up for Robertson. Nick Robertson on a breakaway. Nick Robertson. Oh! It rolls off his stick. Here's a long shot. Down in front again. Bobby McMahon digging for it. And Decourt is on it, and the Kraken are jumping all over McMahon. Lorentz is stepping in here. Bobby McMahon is taking on 2 guys. And finally, they're going to separate them. Nick Robertson, what a breakaway, and just one too many moves, and that one rolled off his stick. Yes, you have to be very careful, Swedish Rob. You always have to play within your limits, know your limits, and play responsibly. I mean, Nick Robertson made Stevenson look foolish, but Robertson just could not put it in. He pulls it across, and it just rolls right over his stick. Nice move by Robertson, just could not put that one in. 3:15 to go. 3:15 to go here in period number 2. Holy smokes. He's not happy with himself. He is not happy with himself right now. 4th line minutes here. Lorentz, Kemp, Pacioretty. Shane Wright waved out of the face-off circle. Jared McCann coming in. And he's going to win this one back for the Kraken. Kraken need to get one here to get something going. That's going to be turned over at the red line. Now it's stolen right back. McCann bringing this one in. Around behind the Leaf net. Toronto can't clear. Seattle going to move it across. Burakovsky coming close. Toronto going to chip this one out. Lorentz doing a nice job. Little burst of speed. Kraken bringing it right back in. Burakovsky. getting some help, trying to work this one in. McCann can't do it. Comes to Burakovsky. He drags it. What a stop. Oh, Stolarz with a big poke check there. Huge poke check. Pacioretty with this one in the corner. Kemp is in front. Sending it around behind off the boards to Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson looking. Goes cross ice. Back to Pacioretty, who shoots. That one is blocked. Here's Riley putting it towards the front of the net. David Kemp is there. And the goaltender is holding on to it. And the referee wasn't blowing the whistle. And finally, they blow this one down. All right, Cottaging. Happy studying. We'll be rooting for you. Holy smokes. So nice shift here by the fourth line. Got to keep that one going. Decord has been playing okay. He has definitely been doing all right. Nothing wrong with how he has been playing. Off the draw, back to the line. Sending this one around behind the net. Matthews with it. Matthews taking a look, cycling. Matthews goes left, goes right. Passes it to Domi. Domi now behind the net, up to Matthews. Matthews looking, feeding this to the line. Back to Matthews. He steps into one. That's deflected just wide of the net. Two guys Leafs need to improve in the play. Yes, absolutely, Monty. I agree. Here's Domi again. Domi to Riley. Riley feeding this one all the way across. Back over to Riley. He's going to give it to Domi to Matthews in a tight spot. Matthews cycling around. He's going to throw this one for Riley. He didn't see the pass coming. And the Kraken going to bring this one out. 1:34 to go. Seattle into the Toronto zone. Taking a look on the far side off the boards. Back to the line. Kraken to Stevenson. Stevenson going to work this one up to Dunn. Dunn mishandled it. Toronto in the corner. Matthews, the end of a long shift, having some trouble. Finally comes to Domi. He's going to play this one out. Nyes waiting. This going to be brought in. Comes to Nyes. He's going to play it back down to Ekman-Larsson. Doesn't really get him the puck. Hayden, I'm kind of with you. I think he's going to be a component of a trade. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go here in period number 2. Seattle with the possession. Going to carry this one up. Taking a look side of the net. Nyes shoveling this one around. Marner going to pick it up. Going to play it back. Tanev cycling it far side. Off the boards. This coming out. Here comes Marner. Mitchie in over the line. Marner has 3 Kraken. Going to feed it to Tanev. Chris Tanev, I should say. He sends that through. Back around. Toronto can't complete the pass. Marner chasing this one around. Tavares trying to set her in front. It's Marner's skate. Or Nylander's skate. Marner racing for it. Back around to Tavares. Puck bouncing all over. Nylander can't get it. This coming to the line. Toronto's going to pinch up. Keep this one in. Tavares up there as well, trying to keep it in. Nice shift here. 8 seconds to go in period number 2. This one is going to be done. Intermission. Leafs go to the room with a 3-0 lead. All right, let's break this one all down. Nice period. Well executed. A lot of back and forth. Both momentum swings both ways. 18 shots now for Toronto, 16 for the Kraken. Shots in that period were 9-8. So the Kraken leading there 9-8. Hits 11-8, so still a very low hitting game. Face-offs are almost equal, 20-21. 1 for 3 on the power plays. Toronto, 0 for 3 goes the Kraken. Giveaways 9 apiece. Taking a look, still 3-1 in the takeaways and 10-8 in blocked shots. Waiting for the break so I can get some breakfast. Swedish Rob going for the breakfast. Get a little brekkie. So, Holmberg, you're right. Holmberg and Nick Robertson, 2 guys where I think the Leafs can upgrade the most. Definitely the 2 that could probably be upgraded. When we look, I love what Steven Lorentz is doing. He's playing his role. He has some big hits. He's got some goals. So I like how he's playing. Holmberg, Nick Robertson, and even Pacioretty. Pacioretty has been a little physical presence. All right, Ulysses, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Have a good rest. I'm worried about Pacioretty come playoff time. I don't expect him to be the big goal scorer, but I'd like to see a little more for Pacioretty. Knives, of course, awesome. McMahon, awesome. Domi, while he's not scoring, he's actually skating really hard on this top line. He's making some decent passes. I'm fine with him. I'm fine with David Kempf. Ryan Reeves, I think, is going to be a problem, especially with Nikita Grabinkin in the wings. I would rather sit Reeves and play Grabinkin, right? He would be my Reeves upgrade. Hard hitting grinder that goes in the corners. I think Reeves is going to be too slow for a playoff pace. I really do. So I think if you're making a trade, you're really looking to upgrade one or both of Holmberg, Robertson, and possibly even Pacioretty. Remember, we got a lot of youngsters at the end of the season that could come up for playoff time in terms of Minton, Easton Cowan. There are some guys that could come up. I mean, could you imagine, even if you end up trading Robertson or Holmberg for draft picks, like fourth round draft picks or whatever? You get Minton and Cowan on that third line with Bobby McMahon for the playoffs. I think that would be all right. I think that would be pretty good. Vancouver, San Jose 0-0 right now as they're still going at it. Here's that interview, Matthew
The way he
Knies.
does.
Yeah, I'm happy he's back. He's been incredible for us tonight, keeping us in it. He's done an incredible job coming back, and we just got to support him here in this third period.
Sixth tipped goal of the season for you, leading the team. How did you see this one tonight?
Yeah, I just saw Kaber had a nice shot. Looking for my stick, and just fortunately it got past the goalie there.
You let Jake lead the celebration of the bench. What are you thinking there? Are you thinking that one might be coming back?
Yeah, I was kind of trying to hide it a little bit because I know it was a questionable call. So, they call a good goal on the ice. So, luckily it stood.
Thanks, Matthew.
That's awesome, Matthew Knies. We tried to hide it a little bit by having McCabe go down the bench first with the handshakes or the high fives. That's pretty funny. Trying to hide the high stick that way. But Matthew Knies, so good. And by the way, does he not have the best hockey hair right now? Gotta say, Matthew Knies just crushing it, doing it all. He's awesome. He's so good. If back to that conversation, excuse me. Holmberg and Robertson, those are the two guys. You're definitely looking to upgrade that third line. You're looking for that depth. And that is where you're going to improve. If that ends up being a Dylan Cousins, if that ends up being whoever, I mean, there is room, and I think that will light a spark. If you look at the last few teams that have won in Vegas, in Florida, even when you go back to Tampa Bay, you run three solid lines. We got two solid lines. I think we need that extra little push to really make it something different, and it's definitely possible. This team could do it. I mean, there's trade bait out there. The question is just who's the right fit, and will Toronto be able to land somebody? Because we've seen this before where Toronto, they make offers and they're told no, 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 no. However, then somebody else goes and makes a deal, and it's like half of what Toronto was asked for. So it's going to be interesting. Very interesting. Kevin Weeks did come out and say there's a lot of interest in Cousins. He's signed until 2030, a cap hit of 7.1 million, and he's just 23 years of age. So the Leafs are interested, the Canadians are interested, the Flames, the Detroit Red Wings, a lot of interest out there for young Dylan Cousins. And I think that's par for the course, right? I mean, Dylan Cousins is going to be a very, very talented hockey player, and he would do well on any team, right? And so Very, very, very surprising. Good Buffalo Sabre talent. What is he at this year? Just looking, he's got 10 goals, 16 assists, 26 points. Last year, he was almost a 20 goal scorer. He had 18. The year before, he had 31 goals, 68 points. So, definitely a good kind of depth player if we can pick him up and acquire him. No, Aaron. No. Domi couldn't hit the Zamboni if it was parked in front of the net. Yeah, his shots are leaving a lot to be desired right now, right? A lot to be desired. Um, I I don't know what you do with that. How do you get him to shoot more and shoot more on net? That's going to be interesting. There was a survey that went around, and I wish I had the full results. But one of the questions, it was a survey to all the NHL players themselves. I wonder, can I pull this up? Let's see if I can if I can actually find this on the fly. This would be pretty good if we can. Usually when we search for things on the fly, it never works out the way we want it to be. Let's see here. Ooh, will this do it? Did they post everything here? Hang on a second. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just going through to see if I could find. So there was the Athletic sent out the NHL player poll for different questions, and some of the answers are pretty funny. Some of the questions were interesting. So I was trying to see if I could pull up the poll in its entirety. But one of the questions, 82 players were asked anonymously. Again, anonymously is important. Which team would be on your no trade list? So, from 82 NHL players, which team would not which team would be on your no trade list? Topping the list, and this surprised me, topping the list at 48%, almost 49%, was the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg is having such a great season. They always seem to be having good seasons. I know winters are tough in Canada, but of 82 players, almost 49% said the Winnipeg Jets would be on their no trade list. That's crazy. David Aries was the Zamboni driver. That was pretty funny, cartoons. That was a wild night. 20%, 19% said Buffalo Sabres. San Jose Sharks, 8%. So that's crazy. I can't get over that. Almost 50% of these players asked said they would want the Winnipeg Jets on their no trade list. That's mind blowing. There's another one here. Winnipeg is boring for a lot of people. Get that, but yeah, I mean, but they're a winner, right? Don't you want to go to a winner? One of the other questions, I'm trying to find it here. They asked the question about which team has the worst facilities, and there were some random answers. One person said it used to be Carolina, but then they upgraded. One player said, and somehow it's still Carolina. Another player said it's probably ours. So it's pretty funny. Trying to find some of the other questions in here. Coaches, will it not allow me to? Coaches NHLers would least like to play for. Topping this list was John Tortorella, 38 percenters would not want to play for Tortorella. Bruce Cassidy, 12%. Mike Babcock, 7.7%. Thought that was interesting. Let's see. Are there any other questions here? It's kind of hard to find some of these answers. Anyone else? I wish they had the full list. So I'm trying to see. Just those are the two questions that are really being put out there. NHL poll. Let's see. Does this have more? Which coach would you most like to play for other than your own? And John Cooper, number one at 24% of the vote. Paul Maurice, 13% of the vote, followed by Rod Brindamore and Craig Berube on that list. So that's good. Of these 108 players that responded to this question, Craig Berube up on that list. So that's good. Do we got any others? We read that one. Carolina with the worst facilities. Should Gary Bettman retire? Was a question. 54% of the vote said yes. Should Gary Bettman retire? That's really funny. They asked the question, do you like the idea of an in-season tournament like the NBA does? 54% said no. So only 45% said yes. So the players out of 110 responses do not like that kind of in-season tournament. I kind of like it. I think it's a very neat concept. Berube was loved. Yeah, Monty, he's really loved everywhere. He really is. Players really like the players really like playing for him, which is great. You love to see that. That's good for him as a coach. Let's see if we can find any more of these questions. They're kind of sporadic here when you post like one or two of them. So trying just to find a couple. Let's see. Okay, well this is from 23-24. So this was an NHL PA player poll. So this is going back a couple years. Let's see what some of these answers are like. If you need to win one game, who is the goalie you want on your team? Again, this is from the 23-24 season, and the overwhelming favorite was Andrei Vasilevsky. And I would agree with that because Vasilevsky back then was the best. He dominated. If you needed one game, who is the forward you want on your team? 48% of the vote said Connor McDavid. 12% said Sidney Crosby. So there it is, Connor McDavid, the overwhelming favorite. If you need to win one game, who's the defenseman you want on your team? Cale Makar. 56% of the vote ran away with Cale Makar. Best stick handler in hockey, 35% said Connor McDavid. 20% said Patrick Kane. It's interesting. Most complete player, 38% said Sidney Crosby. 14% said Alex Barkov, followed by Kopitar. Which player do you least enjoy playing against but would love to have on your team? 29% said Brad Marchand. 17% said McDavid. 7% said Matty Tkachuk. These are interesting. Best breakout passer in the game, Cale Makar at 26%. Quinn Hughes at 10%. Best playmaker, they have Kucherov at 28%. Boo. McDavid at 20%. Most difficult player to face in their own end, 20% Victor Hedman. McDavid at 10%. McDavid is on like all of these answers. If you need to win a face-off, who would you pick? Ryan O'Reilly at 15%. Sidney Crosby at 14%. That's interesting. Which player has the best style? David Pasternak at 15%. Nylander at 12%. If Lundqvist was still playing at this year, he would be in there for sure. Which PWHL do you enjoy watching the most? Marie-Philippe Poulin at 31%. Hillary Knight was at 14%. Which arena is the toughest to play as a visiting team? It was the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas at 31%. The Raleigh, North Carolina Arena at 16%. The best ice was the Bell Center in Montreal, followed by Rogers Place in Edmonton. These are cool. Which global destination would you like to see host NHL games? Italy actually came out on top with 12% of the vote, followed by Sweden, England, Switzerland, and France. All right, very interesting questions. All right, let's get back to the chat. Gretzky is the next NHL commissioner. You know what? I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I mean, he's done so much for the game. The question is, what kind of a business sense do we have? We saw Gretzky when they put him in as a coach. He was terrible. He was not a good coach at all. So what kind of a business sense? Because to be a commissioner, it's more about, you know, you have to understand the business. You have to have a good business sense to decide what is good for business and what is bad for business. And does Gretzky have that? Players don't necessarily make the best businessmen. So it'll be interesting to see who Gary Bettman's successor is. Now they have a plan in place, so I'm sure we'll know sooner than later. Finally have a Swedish coach in the NHL for the Blackhawks. There you go, Swedish Rob. There you go. Mark Stone is the next commissioner. Yeah, no. All right, we're getting set for period number 3. It's about to get going. Thanks for staying up late with us. Let's switch over. And we gotta make this adjustment here. There we go. We are now crossing over to Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Good Friday morning. You putting your hand up for the top job? Oh, no way, Phil. No way. Although I'd be very interested to be a fly on the wall and just hear what it's like, the conversations that take place. I would not want to deal with some of those ownership personalities. That is for sure. All right, period number 3 is coming up. Leafs with a 3-0 lead. Welcome in, everybody. If you've made it this far, thanks for being here. Again, just do those YouTube things. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, set that notification, and let's get jiggy with it. Let me move this, switch this, check something here. Oh, that's all right. Here we go. We are 1 subscriber away, by the way, from 25,200. We lost a few overnight. We gained them back. We need 1 more subscriber tonight. This being dumped down in the corner. Tanev going in here after it. Chris Tanev, I should say. Toronto going to pick it up. And on the move. Here's McCabe. Long pass across. Leafs. Domi. He gets bumped off the puck, but Nye's coming over to help out. Toronto switching up the defense. Nye's going to take the Seattle player down. No penalty called. Back up on the feet. This coming around. Beniers. Cycling it below. Capo Caco is there. Here's a shot side of the net. That one goes through. This coming in. We can only afford 1 more. Oh, yeah. Here they come, trying to dig through. Thank you, Hayden. There we go. Quick shot. This coming through. Toronto's going to pick it up. Nice. Going to get this one up and down the ice. Hopefully this is going to be a quick period. Kraken going to put it right back in. Chasing in here after it. If you're watching on the big screen TVs, thank you for putting us up on the TVs. Our TV numbers have been huge, so thank you for watching us on the big screens. Aaron for the next commissioner. Here they come. Aaron, you would put out so many false press reports. It would be hard to follow. Here comes Nylander, going to drop it back. Marner coming in. Marner taking a look. I kind of like these 3 together, to be honest with you. This going to be knocked out by Bjorkstrand. Nice little move. Toronto going to dump it right back in. This coming in around behind the net. Going to play this one across. Toronto playing it all the way back. McCabe on the move. Going to flip this one down in the corner. David Kemp going in here after it. Battling in the corner. Lorentz is in here with Kemp. Lorentz going to dig it free. Patches by the face-off dot. Now he's going to move towards the corner as Lorentz gets pulled off his feet. He's down on his backside. Patch can't get the puck. And this is going to come free. 6-on-6. Ha! That's right. Here comes Kraken. Up into the zone with a shot. And another glove save. That one was going to go well wide of the net. We got a couple minutes played, and a good job. Hard to believe Super Bowl is already this weekend. What do you guys think? What does everybody think? Chiefs or Eagles? Chiefs or Eagles? I myself think the Eagles are not going to win. I think the Chiefs are going to be a three-peat. I think it's going to happen. Off the draw. Toronto going to win this one. They're going to play this one ahead. Nice, trying to catch up to it. Going to push it over the center ice line. Matthews over to Domi. Domi overskated it, and he's going to bring this one in offside. So the rule is if you have control of the puck and you make a hockey play, you can have your body go in before the puck, but in that case, Domi was right on the line. He did not have proper possession and didn't bring it in. If Taylor Swift is there, we're all winners. Phil. The rumors are starting to swirl that she's going to be a surprise performer at the halftime show. I would be shocked, but wouldn't be at the same time. Chiefs by 1 point. Wow, cartoons. Wouldn't that be something? Avril Lavigne. Aaron, it's not the Grey Cup in Canada. Holmberg going to feed it over. Bobby McMahon playing this back around. Seattle going to work this through. Flipped up Burakovsky trying to get around Riley. He's going to bring this one in, stopping, sending it around in the corner. Back to the line. Here's a shot deflection right on. Back over. Toronto's going to flip this one up. And here come the Leafs. Robertson, trying to flip this up to Bobby McMahon. It's going to go into the Kraken zone. Kraken going to turn around with it. Taking a look. Here they come. Again, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Do those thumbs up for us. Here comes Marner to Nylander. Nylander with Marner. Nylander going in. What did he do? He lost the puck, and then he stopped skating and decided to just take a shot. And he put it way wide. Down in the corner, Nylander back with it. Oh, God, Blendon. Blended, you went there. This coming around. Nylander had a great opportunity there. Oh, and just pulled up. You know, sometimes the guy scores a gazillion goals. Sometimes he just makes some weird plays that has you going, why are you doing that? So the puck rolled on him and bounced on him, and he had to stop, grabbed it, and just decided to fire it. Get Roseanne Barr on cartoons, my goodness. Wasn't that something when she did it so many years ago? Maybe she'd redeem herself. Long pass up to Willie. Bringing this one in. Bernie, what's going on? Double digits. Hope you're doing well, Bernie. Down in the corner. Hope the wrestling business is being good to you. Down around on the side. This one is going to be rolled out. Toronto getting it out. 15 and a half minutes to go. Even pace right now. 2 shots for Seattle, 1 for Toronto here in this period. Bring in AC/DC. Phil, that would be awesome. I love AC/DC. Back to the line. Kraken bringing this one in. Feathered through, and that goes wide. Brendan Montour kind of leading that rush. This is going to come down. Domi going to bring this out. Over to Matthews in his skates. Back to Domi. Shoot that. He does. A nice shot there. Did you see when the Major Philadelphia? Oh my God, Monty, I felt so bad for her. She was just so excited. Here comes Matthews. Here's a shot. That one's going to go up. Stays in play, though, just high off the glass. In the corner, Matthews on the forecheck, trying to steal it away. Nye's in there as well. Kraken going to move it out. Long pass up ice. Here comes Seattle. In a little move. Trying to cut this one through is Alexiak. Another poke check. Stolarz is the king of the poke check. He makes some great plays. This coming all the way back. Fleury picking it up. James, what's going on? Welcome in. In front of the net, there's a high stick. Lawrence goes down and takes a whack, but he's up and he keeps on ticking. Seattle bringing it back the other way. Into the Leaf zone. Tolvanen shooting, scores. Oh, the Kraken cracked the ice on that one. Oh my goodness. A big shot here by Tolvainen. Oh, they just walk in. He gets his 16th of the year. Oh, this is a big shot up over the glove. His glove has been so good. But we got a big screen. I think this was far side. Stolarz didn't even see this. So a little pick set here. A little pick set. Tolvanen coming in, shooting around it. A nice goal, a nice shot. But, oof, that was a tough one. Seattle with an absolutely beautiful shot by Tolvanen. Oops. His 16th. We'll wait and see if they're going to give any assists. So it's 3-1. Toronto sitting back on their heels. Northern Nationals. Yeah, Bernie. He's been improving. Aaron, there's no way they would have Averill. You sure did, James. Here they come again. The shot's going to go wide. Oh, of course. It's Bjorkstrand that gets the assist. The guy with the longest name I got to type out. Bjorkstrand, his 20th assist. And Decord picking up a point. Danny, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome, my friends. Welcome to the late night party. Well, my eyes are getting tired. It's almost quarter after 12 here on the East Coast. It's a beauty. Yeah, Monty, I was as well. I really was. But this was a beautiful shot. It was a great shot. He ripped it, and you could tell he didn't see it. He was going up with his glove, and it was going over the other side of his shoulder. So a nice screen in front, and couldn't do anything about it. Seattle plus 20 goal differential in the third period. That's the fourth best. This is their period. James. Jade, what's going on? What's cracking? Just hanging out. Jade, hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Here's a shot on Decord. He's going to hang on to it. Jade, is it busy there? You got lots of people out there with you? Go tell them to all come in and subscribe. Let me check the numbers. And there we go. 25,200. We finally did it. We finally cracked 25,200. Thank you, whoever it was that hit that subscribe. We need a couple more to make sure it sticks. So if you haven't hit that subscribe, make sure you hit that sub for us. Just coming around behind the net. Back to the line. It's busy at the stadium. In the corner, working this one through. Here comes Seattle, the Kraken on the move. Taking a look, Greniers going to send it around. They're cycling. They're buzzing right now. Seattle is buzzing. They're moving around. Thank you, Hayden. Hopefully it sticks. We always, after every stream, we get a couple that drop off. But hopefully this one sticks. Here's a shot. Stolarz going to hang on. Yeah, it flew by there. It's Friday. You know what? I heard that song, that Friday song on the radio today, and I was laughing to myself. I haven't heard that song in forever. It's Friday. However it goes, I can't sing. It was crazy. Shootout until 7 a.m. Aaron, are you trying to take me out? 7 a.m. That means if the game ended at 7 a.m., I would have to go and get ready to take the kids to school and then work. I wouldn't be able to function. For Team Brody's version. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this game. It's a late one, but I appreciate everyone for hanging out with us. Holy smokes. This is just crazy. Love hockey, and that's why we're here bringing you the late night calls. So thanks all for hanging out. I can't believe, I feel like it's been so long since we've done a late night game. But this is what it's all about. This is hockey. We love our hockey. All right, let's just do this. Oh, what am I doing? I'm so silly. So is Toronto going to hang on? Won't have to see that happen until April at the earliest. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Sorry, bear with me. They're coming back.
In the United States, a 3-1 Toronto lead here in the third period. Gordon Miller back with Mike Johnson, and Anthony Stolars gave up that goal a moment ago, but he's been terrific in his return.
Let's go.
To the
Just
Toronto
taking a
lineup.
little peek here.
And he's had to be. He's been very good. Now he took
Sorry, just gotta check on something.
Comfortable and ready to go. And
Stellaris getting ready to come back in net. We're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to see how this one is going to go. This is going to be big. Toronto's got to keep pressing. They can't take their foot off the gas. That would be disastrous if they did that. They have to keep pressing. It's going to be super important for them to keep on pressing. As soon as they take the foot off the gas, bad things start to happen, and we do not want to see that.
In comes McCabe with it now. Jake McCabe shoots, and the court makes a stop on that and knocked his mask off. And so play is called.
So Joey DeCord should buckle up
And 1 second. Sorry, I'll be right back with you.
His partner, Philip Grubauer's in the minors, and they have
Alish Steska,
thank you,
who has not played in the NHL yet.
And you want to talk about the difference in goaltending. Goals
All right.
expected. Joey DeCord busy, third best.
Let's go. Back at it.
Minus 18 goal save below a
Oh,
for him.
thank you, Vi. Listen, I appreciate it.
Qualified goaltenders, the worst in the NHL. DeCord
Whatever,
third
you know,
best. If DeCord
whatever you want to do is okay, whether you do or don't. I appreciate the gesture. Two ways that you can certainly do it. Our PayPal link is pinned at the top, pinned in the messages up top. You can hit that PayPal, or you could do it through Super Chat. Either way, it helps us all out tremendously. So thank you for considering.
Dan Bowes would know that
From Prince George.
some of that is
Nice.
when you're trailing a game, you're chasing it.
How has it been? Is weather okay out over in the Prince George area? Or are you getting some nasty weather? I know certain parts have been getting it pretty bad over the last little while. There's a little goalie helmet adjustment being taken care of right now. They're getting that all squared away and sorted out.
And DeCord's first NHL win came
So cold, minus 24. Oh my gosh,
injured.
minus 24. Yeah, that's cold. That is very cold. Today was pretty mild over here by me. It was still it was right around 0. You know, it was just under in the morning, and it was just over in the afternoon.
5-year extension starts next year.
There we go. DeCord's helmet is all straight away. We got just about 12 hockey minutes left to go here.
Yeah, 2 more years.
12 hockey minutes to go. And this is going to be where Toronto has to get their foot back down on that gas. They got to keep pressing. They can't let Seattle get another one here, or they're going to be right back in this game. No, blended 3 feet of snow. Wow. Cartoons, you must have some good snow up there in Sudbury. This brought back around. Here come the Kraken. Long pass going to be deflected up and at a play right by the Maple Leaf bench. Hey, Cartoons, being up from Sudbury, did you go to any of the Shoresy tapings? I know they were looking for people to be extras in the stands, so curious if you got to see any of the Shoresy folks. 11:50 to go. This game is starting to slow down here. All right, face off at center ice. Let's pick it back up. Let's get this one going.
Picked up his 500th assist in this game tonight.
Holmberg set. Oh, he's getting waved out of the face-off now. Bobby Mack is coming in. You did, eh? Oh, nice. Panthers won. That's Bernier. You got to do it. 12 seconds, cutting it close. Panthers trying to hold on to that lead ahead of the Maple Leafs. This down around in the corner. Holmberg going to play this one out. Nick Robertson going to chase this one down. Robertson, a nifty little move. He's cutting back through the middle. Has it knocked off his skate. This coming back through. Here's Holmberg with it again. Holmberg has McMahon breaking to the net, takes the shot. Rebound, he can't get there. And Seattle, Stevenson just going to roll this back up to Decord. Holy smokes. Again, a little in-game break. Hurts for the Blues, not getting a point. Yeah. Listen, there's so many close races going on right now. It's absolutely wild. I can't wait for this final stretch of the season. It's going to be close. Teams are pressing. They're going to start running out of games. It's going to be exciting. Matthews in there off the draw, going to win this one back. Comes to McCabe. He's just going to bang this one into the corner. Taking a little look. Going to kick this back to the line, holding it. It's going to, they put it in and hit Nye's skate. It's going to come out. Kraken bringing it right back in. Going to flip this up and in. Down in the corner. 11 minutes to go. Matthews going to turn. Matthews has it taken away from him. Nice play there from Beniers. They're going to play it out. Kraken back to the Leafs blue line. Domi there to pick it up. Domi, he's going to feather this one ahead. Here comes Matthews over the line. A little stick handle. Matthews cutting through. Matthews with a nice move. Cutting in. Laying it on Decord, and he's going to hold this tight with 10:44 to go here in the third period. Austin Matthews cutting through. Matthews has been all over the net in the second half of this game, but just has not been able to put this one through. Where are we with the shots? Austin Matthews, 6 shots on net so far. Holmberg with 4 shots himself. But 6 shots from Matthews, and he just can't put it in. Off the draw. Cracking, and rip this one around the boards. It's coming out. Riley intercepts. Going over to Tavares. Tavares going to play this one back. Cycling it over to Riley. Riley again looking. Going to throw up the middle. Marner knocks it down. Well into Niagara Falls. No snow until April. Oh, I think there's lots of snow. Here's a long shot. Stolarz is looking. It's tipped up and out of play. Niagara Falls is actually beautiful in the winter. If you've never been to the falls, it's so great. When you get that layer of kind of ice over the falls and whatnot, it's so cool. It's just bloody cold. Dream Stanley Cup. Yeah, cartoons. Wouldn't that be something? That would be unbelievable. I think a lot of people are in that same position with you. Would love to see that. Montour, 4 shots for the Kraken.
Which is good if you're a defenseman like that, but you prefer to have maybe forwards to go alongside.
Off the draw. This coming around. Here's Benoit. Benoit going to rip it around the glass. This is going to come out. No icing call. Coming all the way down. Canadian side is better than the U.S. side. Now I'm from the U.S. And we got a penalty coming up. Pacioretty is going to go to the box for tripping. A bad penalty with 10:01 to go. No need to take this. James, I agree with you. The Canadian side is great. The horseshoe falls are phenomenal. I've never actually been over on the U.S. side to go stand by the U.S. falls. But usually when we stay, we'll stay in a hotel closer to the U.S. side, because closer to the U.S. falls, because that's right where all the wax museums and stuff are on the Lundy's Lane there, that one strip. Staying near the Canadian side, the Horseshoe Falls, you definitely get some better views, but it's much further away from all the good stuff. All right, 0 for 3 on the power play off the draw. Coming right in. That shot is going to go wide. Toronto trying to clear. They can't. Seattle's going to keep it in. Matthews trying to get this one to the line. Kraken keep it in. Second effort. Now it comes out to Matthews. Matthews going to play this aside. Kraken bringing it right back in. Everything is better in Canada. Well, back along to the point. Here's Montour setting it up. Gotta love Poutine. Bringing it around. Here's a shot. Great save by Stolarz. Tanev putting it right back to his goalie. He didn't see it at first. Almost went through the legs, but that was a huge save. Shane Wright right in front, just absolutely teed off on that one. Absolutely just ripped it. Burkowski, a great little pass. Bing, bing. And Stolarz getting over and making just a really, really solid save. I mean, that was a quick shot. I don't even think he knows where it hit him. Just coming around. Here's a shot. Going shopping at Buffalo. Yeah, you got to definitely, if you're going to the Falls, you have to hop over and do a little shopping. Hit that Target. And of course, there's an Olive Garden right there. After seeing Jets and Caps last Saturday, would love to see 7 games. Oh, Bernie, it would be a war. It would be a lot of fun. Here's a shot. That one's getting knocked down. James, I didn't know that. I had no idea. That's cool. And root beer. Gotta love the root beer. Seattle putting this back. 8:45 to go. 44 seconds to go on the Kraken power play. Seattle making some changes. They're going to dump this one back. Now they're going to start to carry it ahead. Going to dump it into the Leaf zone. Stars coming out trying to knock it down. Wasn't able to. McCabe can't get there. Seattle with the puck. This is going to be flipped up, brought down. Marner holding the stick, ref. No dice. They let it go. And here comes Seattle back the other way. Kraken into the zone. Marner getting back. He's working on Meniers. Putting it around behind the net. Seattle trying to set this one up. Toronto getting really aggressive. Marner and Matthews, the forwards out here now. Power play has now expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. 8 minutes left to go. Comes in front to Matthews. He picks it up and shovels it ahead to Pacioretty. Pacioretty with speed, cutting down the right side. He goes up onto Decord. Rebound. He gets his own rebound to Riley with a shot and another nice save by Decord. I've never had poutine, but I think it looks good. Yes, James, extremely fattening, but it's worth trying once or twice. I know cartoons, it's crazy. But 12:30 here on the East Coast. I haven't been up this late in a while. Here comes Lorentz racing in. Lorentz with a shot, chipping that one just wide. 7:25 to go. Back to the line. Over to Riley. Riley with a shot. Decord is going to deflect that up and out of play with 7:20 remaining. Toronto with a flurry. They're going to a commercial break. Holy moly, big time flurry of activity after that power play. Shots are now 10-6 for Toronto. Going for a Timmy's and a snowstorm. Oh God, Monty, be safe, be careful. Poutine is top notch. Bernie really is, but it's all about the gravy. The gravy makes the poutine. I've had some poutines from some places where I love the fries, but the gravy is just too salty or just not good, and it completely kills it. It's all about the gravy. Holy smokes. Again, thank you everybody for being part of our stream tonight. I know it's a late night. We appreciate it. We need 4 more likes. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, smash that thumbs up for us. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and set your notifications. We'll be back. I believe we'll be back Saturday night versus Vancouver. We actually have plans Saturday afternoon. We are going to be out in the afternoon. I believe we will be back in time for the game, so look for us Saturday night. Ever been to Wilton Cheese Factory? No, Blended. Never. I've been to Cheesecake Factory, but never the Wilton Cheese Factory. Never heard of it. Swedish Rob, poutine is, so you have your French fries, you put cheese curds on it, and then smother it in gravy, and the gravy melts the cheese curds, and it's ooey gooey goodness. Delicious. You stay up till 3 or 4. Oh my gosh, Hayden, it's too late. Too late for me. Yeah, it's French fries with cheese curds and gravy. And it really is delicious, but you have to use cheese curds. Some places try to make it with shredded cheese, and that's a big no-no. Has to be the cheese curds. Work related. Okay, different story then, Hayden. Different story. What's the score if I look over my shoulder? Still 0-0, Vancouver, San Jose. But they're coming back from commercial break. Let's see how we can close this one out. There we go. Thank you so much for hitting those likes. Appreciate it. Love them curds. Even with the extra layer of cheese sauce. Oh, Bernie, I have not tried that. But I tell you, when we go down south, we always hit up Charlie's cheesesteaks. Love Charlie's. And their cheese fries are awesome. Oh, French onion soup, cartoons. I love me some French onion soup. I haven't had it in so long because it's so sodium heavy, but it's so good. Off the draw, Toronto going to put this right back down in the corner, chasing this one around. Marner picking it up, taking the shot. That one gets blocked. Trying to center it for Nylander. He doesn't shoot. Now he feeds it in front for Tavares. That goes just wide. 7 minutes to go. Tavares battling in here. Nylander up with him. Trying to eat up some clock time. Seattle's going to dig it free. Tolvanen, your goal scorer for the Kraken. He's going to bring this one up. Charlie's open to place 2 minutes from my house. Oh, that's dangerous, Bernie. I love Charlie's. We used to have one at a mall up here in Toronto, and I used to get it all the time. I'm so sad that it closed. This is going to get flipped up and down the ice. Bacon cheese fries. Oh, I don't think I've tried it with the bacon. This one going down in the corner. Would like to sleep pierogi. I'm not a big pierogi guy. Tanev going to play it across Toronto. Matthews kicking it out of the zone. All the way down by the Kraken blue line. Now they're going to turn and bring it right back up. Toronto steals. Matthews putting in the corner. Nyes going in there as well. Nyes slashes a stick at the Kraken player. Gets away with it, and it comes the other way. Under 6 minutes to go. Kraken going to bring this one in. Chasing it down. McCabe going to pick up this loose puck. He's going to play it ahead. Here comes Holmberg over the line. Toronto making changes. Going to shovel it forward. Comes right back to Holmberg to McMahon. McMahon shoots to Cord with a nice save. Side of the net. Burakovsky going in here after it. Trying to dig this one. Robertson getting it back to the line. Toronto going to keep this one in. Cord making another big save. Robertson moving this one through. This is going to be knocked away. Shane Wright couldn't get it out. Toronto still has it. Big cross check. Floors the Maple Leaf player. No call. Refs letting him go. Kraken Burakovsky going to work this one up. Chili cheese. Oh my gosh, money. I haven't had chili cheese fries in a while. Here comes Nick Robertson in over the line, but I do love some Taco Bell. Fries supreme all day long. Bobby Mack playing this one back. Miss T's programs will be usually smaller. I haven't heard of that place. Shredded mac and cheese. Ooh, sounds good. Thomas, what's going on? I'm also on a strict bacon diet. There you go. Thomas, hope you're doing well. Here's a quick shot by Tolvanen again. It's broken down. Lorentz going to flip this one out. 4:40 to go as time keeps on ticking. 3-1 Toronto lead. 11-6 are the shots in the third period. Maple Leafs with the 11. Kraken bringing this one in. Sending it around off the side of the net. They're going to chip this to the half boards. Trying to work this through. Pacioretty is in there. He's digging. Montour pinches up. Going to come to the side of the net. Kraken tip it right on. A nice stop. Ekman Larson, far side, going to bank it off the boards and out. Toronto has it in the neutral zone. They're going to roll this one down in. Holy moly. For the size of Sudbury, we only have one Taco Bell and one Arby's. You still have an Arby's. Wow, I haven't had Arby's in a long time. Here's the Kraken coming in with a shot, putting that one up high, and it's going to go out of play. Under 4 minutes to go. They're going to take a commercial break. Popeyes Popeyes I haven't had in a long time. When I did my work with the Toronto Argonauts, the Canadian Football League, Popeyes was a sponsor, and we had a lot of Popeyes. So I don't think I've had it since. Isn't there a bacon martini? James, I don't know, but it sounds like there should be. Yeah, Len, Arby's was pretty good. Again, that's something else I haven't had in a very, very long time. I like California sandwiches. California sandwiches. That's my sandwich. That's my go-to sandwich place. Fries dipped in smooth vanilla ice cream. Oh, it's like Swedish Rob. It's like going to Wendy's and getting the Frosty and dip your fries in the Frosty. It is pretty good. It is very good, actually. God, listen to us. It's 12:35 in the morning, and we're talking about food. Hoping to check off Buc-ee's this year. Oh, yeah, Bernie. I've never been to a Buc-ee's, and all I hear is how great these brisket sandwiches are. Definitely have to try one of those. No more Outback in Barrie. Really? Outback somewhere I haven't gone. Montana's I've gone to recently. Beef and cheddar sandwich. Ooh. Bacon, but the price of bacon doesn't love me. Cartoons doesn't love anybody. Yeah, it's so good. So good. It's time for lunch. Oh my goodness. We're coming down to the wire here again. Thanks for everyone sticking it out with us. A late night. Really do appreciate all the support. especially from Bear Shark. Yes, exactly, Bernie. All right, Nye's back out here with Matthews. They're going to keep pressing. 4 minutes to go. They just got to keep working. Yeah, I think the Buffalo Wild Wings up by us closed as well, Aaron. So Nye's, they're replaying hit the slash. He slashed the guy's stick so hard it broke the blade off the shaft. So he got away with one there. But we got 3:59 to go. And it looks like Decord is going to be on the bench. So we got an empty net here for the Kraken. Empty net for Seattle. 6-on-5 situation. RotoWire, what's going on? Good morning to you, my friend. Off the draw, going to wrap this around the boards. Toronto trying to pull it out. Kraken, they're going to get it, though. Love Jack Astor's. Jack Astor's, their chicken fingers are great. Their nachos are very good. Their chicken nachos are delicious. Kraken setting it up. Back to the line. Bringing this over to Dunn. Dunn putting it back. Seattle, quick passes here. Dunn again. In the front for Montour with a big blast. Nice stop. Seattle grabs a rebound. They're going to turn it over. Toronto going to chip this one out. Didn't really get a lot on it. Didn't get a big shot. David, what's going on? I remember when I noticed that the Wild Wings shut down near the hospital. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hope you're doing all right, David. In the corner, Montour pinching up there. And we got a whistle. Penalty coming up here. Ref's blowing on that whistle pretty hard. 3:08 to go. So Montour takes a stick in the face, and it's Austin Matthews of all people going off, and Austin Matthews is given an earful to the official. So Matthews, so did he? So he didn't even hit him on the replay. Matthews' stick did not make contact from the angle it showed. Matthews' stick did not make contact. Montour threw his head back like he got hit. But looking at this replay, this angle you're not going to be able to see. It doesn't even look like it made contact. So Montour pulling a little soccer flop type of move here. Gets away with one. So again, will you slow it down? No. Matthews' stick did not make contact with Brandon Montour. Horrible call. So no, this year they cannot review it. I believe it is being pitched for next year that they can review to make sure, because so many times, guys will they'll get their own sticks brought up in their face. Is that Marchand in disguise? Better actor than DiCaprio. I thought I saw Montour in Wolf of Wall Street. So it's going to be a 6-on-4 situation here for Seattle. 3 minutes to go. 6-on-4. Wow. So we got Kempf, Lorentz, Tanev, and McCabe. Or no, sorry, that's Marner. Kempf and Marner, McCabe, and Tanev for Toronto. 3:08 to go. Off the draw, it's a bit of a scramble. Going to come to McCabe. McCabe is just going to hammer this around, and it's going to squeak out. Seattle's got to backtrack it. Should be reviewed. They need eye in the sky. Tons of... Yeah, oh, Bernie, so many bad calls. It's terrible. Seattle bringing it up into the Leaf zone. Bringing it around. Nice little play. Stevenson still with control. Tanev is going to take it away. Behind the net. It's going to come out in front. Seattle can't get a shot off. They do, and they put it high and over. Holy smokes. 2:37 to go. V, we're hoping. McCann, down low. Stevenson with it. Going to find it back to the point. Dunn is looking. He's going to come to Stevenson. They put it in the middle with a shot. Lorentz is down. Stolarz is down. I keep calling him Lorentz. Stolarz is down, making another good save. 2:15 to go. Back to the point. Putting this one across. Seattle playing some catch. They're going to pinch in. 1 minute to go in the power play. Here's a sharp angle shot. Back to the point. 2 minutes to go now. McCann taking a look, feeding this one to the side. Stevenson is looking. He kind of bobbled it. He's still looking. Back to Stevenson, setting it up. Here's a shot. Toronto's going to intercept. They're going to clear, not all the way down the ice, but just enough to get it out. 1:40 to go. 30 seconds left in the Kraken power play. Seattle going to back it up in their own zone. Now they're going to start to move forward. Here they come. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Seattle going to play it back. They booted it. Marner is racing. He's not going to get there. He tripped up the Seattle player, but luckily Montour held on his feet. Marner is not going to get a tripping call. 10 seconds to go in the penalty. 1:15 to go here in the game. In over the line. Seattle sending it around. Stolarz trying to knock this one down. Toronto tying it up in the corner. That's it. Power play has expired. We're back to 5. Well, it should be 5-on-5, but because the goaltender is pulled, it's now going to be 6-on-5 situation. 6-on-5 situation. Yeah, clipped by his own stick. If you're just coming in, welcome. Glad you found us. Make sure to subscribe so you can join us on Saturday night for more Leafs action. We're here all season long. We'd love for you to hang out with us and join the hockey conversation. 1:02 to go. Face off in the Leaf zone. Oh boy, oh boy. Off the draw, back Benoit. He's going to play this one around the boards. It's going to go up. Seattle is putting their hands up saying, that's out, delay a game, but I don't think they're going to get that call. So, yikes. 3-1 is the score. Remember, October 31st, Toronto won 4-1 in Toronto on an empty net goal by Matthews. Will that happen again, or will this remain the same? Matthews back on the ice, 57 seconds remaining. Off the draw, Kraken are going to win this. They keep this one in the Leaf zone. Burakovsky back to the line, across ice. Here's a blast. Stolarz is down, makes the save. It's being bobbled in front. Matthews picking it up. He's going to clear, and it's out. No icing. They say no icing. 40 seconds to go. Back around. Here comes Seattle. Seattle on the move. Going to drop this pass back. 30 seconds to go. Kraken dump this one in. Stolarz coming out to try and slow it down. Toronto digging for it. They're going to knock it free. It's going to come out over the line. Seattle has to tag up. 20 seconds to go. Ekman Larson going to hammer this one around. Seattle keeps it in. 13 seconds to go. Here's Seattle with a shot. Nice save right on. It's there in front. It's there in front. 7 seconds. They cleared out. V, is it going to stay this way? Nylander's racing. Nylander, no, can't get the empty net goal. He hangs on. He shoots it, but the horn goes, and the Maple Leafs win. The Maple Leafs win. Nylander shot it in the empty net right as the buzzer goes. But nonetheless, Stolarz makes his return, and Stolarz picks up the win. 3-1. I don't think this goal is going to count. I think the green light came on before it entered. Let's see, 0.5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, not even close. So that goal does not count. There you go, V. There you go. Remains the same, 3-1. Holy moly. So close, cartoon, so close. All right, here are your goal scores. Philip Myers picked up his first from Tavares and Marner. Bobby McMahon, his 17th from Riley and Domi. Taking a look from in the second period, Matthew Nyes from McCabe and Matthews. And then the lone goal for the Kraken, Tolavainen, his 16th from Bjorkstrand and Decord. Total shots, 30-28 for the Maple Leafs. Face-offs, Toronto 52.5%. Toronto 1 for 3 on the power play. Seattle goes 0 for 5. So that's going to be great numbers for Toronto's penalty killing stats. 14 hits to 15 hits. Very low hitting game. 17 block shots for Toronto. 11 for the Kraken. 15 giveaways for Seattle. 13 for Toronto. And that's it. Toronto takes both games against the Kraken this year. And it is all said and done. So way to go, Leafs. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with us here. Vi, did you leave? Did you go? You got your wish. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. What a fun night. Really appreciate it. Go get some sleep. I know I'm going to get some sleep. We'll see you most likely Saturday night. Tell your friends, tell your social networks about the channel. Help us continue to grow. And there we go. Good night, everybody. Thanks for a great game, and we'll see you real soon. Yes.